visual inspiration first. And for that, we'll get into the game. Again, fellas, this is our upper bracket final, which means both these teams, they managed to cruise through these close qualifiers so far, not taking a series loss just yet. As our observer is pointing out, something very interesting to talk about. But before we get into that, the stakes at hand. Even if the team you're cheering for here loses, they still are going to have a second chance. They're going to have to beat Liga or one win in the lower bracket tomorrow to face off against whoever they've lost against in the grand finals. A chance for revenge there. So there is some room to grow. There is some room to learn. But yeah, Scriff, I get it. Let's talk about this Twin Terror. Okay, let's talk about this fast on the Chikiro. He's kind of picked it up here. What do you think is the plan there?
It's just more for the lane, right? That's really all it is. I don't know what to tell you, man. What else is it other than more damage?
Come on, I just wanted to hear you say, obviously for, you know, the fact that his Terrorblade's not a carry anymore, he has to scale up to become the carry himself. Maybe something like a Maelstrom, Witchblade. You know, he can live the... You said he likes net worth. Why not farm it up?
I can see that. The good old Witchblade, Hurricane Pike.
Yeah.
Back the old
Do
blade
a
there.
lot of damage.
Ari can transition too. Okay. I can see the vision. Yuragi's just
Yeah,
a
the
wave player this
cause-
game.
Exactly. The cores are just a bait. Everyone, the supports are the real carries. They can transition. Sanctity taking a lot of damage early on, dropping very low last auto attack. Has to use the Fairy Fire. That is painful. And starts the lane off at like what? 100, less than 100 HP. He is gonna need help here.
I don't know if that's not worth leveling Blink for. Fairy Fire, 2 tangos. I guess all 3 tangos. I don't know, we'll see how he does, but definitely hurting the laning phase a little bit. Kiyotaka gonna be super happy with this. This is not the easiest of matchups for Tiny. One of the harder ones actually.
Is this one of those rare matchups on the Queen of Pain these days where you actually go the Shadow Strike to try and harass?
No, I think Shadow Strike's a Jubit. I'm actually not sure. I think maybe he was thinking of it earlier, but with the way the first wave went, just because of the damage he took, I think it's a bit hard to play poison. You also don't have mana. Like, look at his mana right now. Poison spam
Of course,
is a
problems that
mana
will be
eater.
solved once he gets the bottle for himself here. Speaking of problems, Nightfall last pick Doom. I don't think this is too foreign. I feel like I've seen him try something like this before. But I don't necessarily remember it being super successful or anything that sticks out in my mind. What's your impression of this Doom on the carry position?
It's just a good one-to-one matchup against this Terrorblade too. I feel like that's how Aurora kind of want to operate as a team, right? They want Nightfall to have the winning matchup. Decent lane too with the A. You just kind of push out. You're pretty self-sustainable. Able to make plays on your own on the map, which I think is something Aurora like to do a lot.
Of course, Nightfall. I was wondering what item he would go for, but he's very kindly detailing it for us in his quick buy. Of course, Midas as the first item, post-phase boots. Why not?
Lane's going as expected. Both safe lanes doing well. Mid pretty even. Sanctity doing fine despite the little skirmish at L1. Can we get a Jakiro cam? Just to appreciate the Twin Terror. See how good this facet is.
Yeah, the observer's not gonna get debated by this. Something might actually happen down here.
Oh, here it comes.
Oh, we don't need to be that close. We can't appreciate the Twin Terror like this. For now, he's not really
Courage.
doing much hitting his opponents because the creep waves are being pulled around. The classic Mira stuff.
Back to mid lane. Sanctity bought a Salve, sends out a Tango too, so as much as he's ahead in CS, I think that should be pretty even. Yeah, that is
Yeah,
pretty
just
even.
50 gold off. I mean, Kiyotaka's gonna get a bit of an advantage here. Be able to clear a few more creeps than his opponent. It's just because of the consumables, right? The fact that those go down the drain, that's probably where some of that net worth went to.
The Tango Salves. I mean, Kiyotaka bought Self Tangos too, so everything's okay. Bought Mango too, no mana.
Damn, okay.
It's one of those
Trying to keep
lanes
farming
where
up in the lane.
both of them just trying to keep their HP above a certain threshold. I think Sanctity doesn't care as much, but Kiyotaka Also, just a very high HP hero. It also sucks that he had to use so much mana before the bottle.
Yeah. Not ideal, but we'll see how he gets himself into the game later on here. I wonder whether the Queen of Pain is going to look for a rotation as soon as she hits level 6.
Curry
The
is
Tiny will follow along.
spanking Toronto Tokyo down here. Pop, pop. Dude, it hurts so much. What the hell?
Does
OP.
it really?
It's
It didn't
OP.
really feel that significant with that one auto attack. Sure, you're not just psyching yourself out.
It's OP. What's the extra? 40%? No, it's 40%
No, it's
damage
not.
reduction.
Yeah. So
it's 60%.
yeah. So you're hitting
Yes.
for like, at least in these initial levels, you're hitting for, the usual would be 50% damage reduction. So you're hitting for 10% more damage, slightly, on only the second auto attack. Mid lane, dive onto Kiyotaka, Sanctity, getting a huge advantage. Craggy exterior,
Fine.
gonna save the Tiny for now. Still even sticks around. Kiyotaka gets blinked on, Sanctity will sacrifice himself for the kill. A bit greedy there. Meanwhile, Uragi with the meta pop will find Mira down there in the bot lane. So 2 kills on the board now for Na'Vi.
I don't know. I have no idea what to say about that Kyotanka. I think he was trying to like just be confident. He had a branch to drop, but Sanctity blinked behind, and I think it kind of caught him off guard. Get the last hit in. I don't know how bad that is. I feel like it's quite okay. Got TP in, full bar refill now. Even though Sanctity is 6, he's gonna have a TP, so Aura's
Boom in the
allowed
top lane,
to do
getting
this.
aggressed upon. Nice little respawn aggression there from Mira. Catches the Sand King by surprise.
Isn't this so weird to say? It's like, okay, because Quap got a kill, and now he has to lane mid and he has no TP, so Aurora can do this in the top side for free forever.
I guess so. He'd be really scared of that Queen rotation with the Sonic Wave if he didn't actually end up dying there. That was one of Jabate plays. Mira plots out the stacks being set
where are
up
you
here,
going,
drops the
Mira?
sentry, but he is very deep. He's going to probably tank the
Shut
death
down?
here.
Oh.
Oh, okay. That's pretty cute. That's pretty cute.
That's why
Ari,
I
you got
think
mana for
Tusker.
another power shot? Bit too tanky now. 6-minute rune. Panto will
course he gets a
snag
haste.
that haste rune right from under the Queen of Pain's nose. Very cute.
You're not done coming in. Ari's gonna get blocked again, I think.
As a win run for now. Still trying to invade, but they've cleared most of that
Oh,
stack. Nice
baby.
Sonic Wave catches both supports. That is a lot of damage, but they get the toss up onto Boom. Not able to finish off Panto. Now Sanctity will be the one in trouble, but they TP Kaori into the fray. Sanctity able to get that last minute blink away. Power shot blocked by the infused raindrops for
Terror,
now.
baby.
Kaori with the Twin Terror starting to do nothing into the craggy exterior of the Tiny. Nightfall's joined and showed up now. This is way too much damage from the Scorched Earth. They take full control of this triangle area. Bit too low to maybe stick around for the Wisdom Shrine as well, but still, some big wins being taken by Aurora.
Meanwhile, Darkseer had to TP back to base. Not sure how, but guess no mana. Toronto Tokyo having a pretty shit lane. Ragi doing super well down here. He died, he didn't. Okay, so Boom gets the XP rune and they're both offlaners in this game kind of suffering. It's pretty even so far. I think this favors Aurora a little bit more though, just because of how it is Doom. Eventually he's gonna get more levels, get the Midas, he's gonna scale better into this game. Already has the face boots.
So, but as it stands, I mean, the Terrorblade also has its own farming mechanic, right? With those illusions and just being able to split waves and stuff like that. Maybe you won't get as much EXP as the Doom with the Midas. You're still gonna get your fair degree of farm. He's looking towards a very stats-heavy build, has the Yasha after the Dragonlance queued up. I don't mind this at all. He knows that there's a lot of magic damage coming his way, so he just wants to tank up for it.
I think his team also needs him to participate. You definitely need Pike against Darkseer as well, and Doom. See what he goes for. Might see even something like a Disperser come out, or Butterfly. One of the more common items against the Darkseer. We'll see, we'll see. Maybe there's some new technology.
Some stack stealing going on. Sanctity and Kari being very sneaky. Drop a ward while they're at it. We'll spot out that the Tiny has just TP'd to the mid lane. Trying to set up on him. Uragi's here as well. I mean, there's a ward looking at all of this, so Kiyotaka knows that he's being set up upon. Kind of awkward. Yeah, I mean, the creep now drags over, so he knows Ari's there as well. Meanwhile, look at Aurora. They are trying to wrap around. Nightfall's trying to come in with a Doom, but what is happening? Everybody's in this mid lane right now.
I actually don't know the answer to that question. I mean, Ragi was just looking for an opportunity. If they did find a tiny, if the ward was not there, he might just be dead and into a tower push. Doesn't lose too much farm, Nightfall kind of reacting because they have the ward.
Yeah.
Oh, stack time.
Could be a very nice timing. Doom available. Meanwhile, Toronto, Tokyo going down in the bot lane. That's going to give them confidence to run up here and Doom the Sand King. Take away a lot of his stacks, but it's a neutral creep that gets the kill. Snowball safe away from the Sonic Wave. They dodge it, but now Uragi has TP'd into the fray. Aurora, they need to try and escape from this very dangerous location. Sanctity will tick out to the Ice Blast damage, but I don't know whether the rest of Aurora can escape. Kiyotaka will toss Mira in, chucking a huge load of magic damage, but Uragi, he's the king of this fight.
Yes,
Triple kill out now, looking for Kiyotaka. Phase boots on the Tiny. Will use that Sunder up to the high ground. Another toss available. Avalanche in 8. I don't know if he's getting out of this one. DP back in from Boom to get some revenge. And it ends up being a full team wipe for the side of Na'Vi at 10 minutes.
Yeah, even with the snowball dodge, just not enough fighting power. Toronto Tokyo goes down in the bot lane again to Kaori and Terrorblade, and then there's just not enough fighting power. They blew the Doom onto Sanking. Unfortunately, he dies to NC. Quap comes in, eats an Ice Blast, and that's 2 kills. Sorry, spells. Meanwhile, Uragi connecting conveniently after the meta. Bot lane just TPs in. He's like, hey, efficiency.
Yeah, more reason to use my meta. I don't mind it. Sure. Give it to me. It looked pretty promising for the side of Aurora too. I thought they were going to steal away some of those stacks, but I think that final stinger that Boom managed to get out before he got doomed actually burst down a lot of the creeps, and the Caustic blew up a lot of their HP on Aurora.
Vanguard for Toronto now. Everyone's chilling. So Aurora just gonna try to enable their cores to stay in the lanes. Mira kind of spotted out. Start poking at the tower. So I feel like Aurora has heroes that like want to go and run at you. Like Kiyotaka even went for the phase boots, right? Like they want a battle, but also they're kind of not ready. Especially his Dark Series so far behind, although he is level 7. I want to see some stacks come out for him, help him recover, get him some like team item back into the game, because Pipe is super value here, right? Sand King, Jakiro, Power Shot.
I just don't know what happened to this man. I thought it was supposed to be an easy or somewhat free matchup for him against the Terrorblade, but ends up having been bullied out after Mira's departure.
Twin Terror,
looks like
baby.
this tier 1 tower will finally drop to that of Aurora. Say that. But Fortify to buy them some time, and Uragi's back in, so the push has to be suspended for now.
It's also Giga delayed. It's by Ari's Power Shots down here. And he gets another rune too, so rune control not really going the favor of Aurora. Just hurt Kiyotaka's game a little bit.
Yeah. You'd love to find something like an Invis or Haste and set up for a pick off with Ice Blast, but just back to farming on the side of Aurora.
Boom is getting closer to his dagger. I expect to see a move come out when that happens. Yasha almost done for Uragi too. Very ready to join. Also Dagon. So they're hitting a nice timing as a team here. Quite a few items. Meanwhile, if you look at Nightfall, he has a Echo Saber BKB queued up. That's a new one for me. What
I mean,
else
I
is
know
there?
Doom can do a lot of damage. I've seen 33 sort of get that Alpha Wolf crit creep and then start auto-attacking people down, get that SNY as well. But is it really good enough into this Na'Vi lineup here?
I'm not sure actually. I've not seen this before. I mean, I've seen it with like the wolf, but you also don't want to take the wolf creep against Terrorblade, right? That feels kind of nah.
Yeah, whatever aura you get, he's just going to be able to get that upon reflection. Something to think about with the whole pipe aura as well. The Sand King might not even need to build it if you're able to reliably get that for a few seconds every fight. But it's not like you cannot build pipe this game either.
Wait. But we don't get the barrier.
Yeah, but you get the magic resistance, no?
No, is there a magic? It's only like what 5%? How low is it? It's super low, isn't it?
Am I? Oh yeah, I
It's
mean, I know they
8%.
tuned the.
That's whatever. That's whatever. No cares. Buy the pipe anyway. Boom has it queued up too.
Okay, that's fair. Yeah, 8% is nothing much.
Now we are hungry.
Try to connect on their timings into the triangle. They're gonna find Panto. The snipe is there. He turns around with an Ice Blast. The wall gonna slow down Boom though. With the
Boom's
toss
just
out, they'll
dead.
eliminate the Sand King. Nice little follow up there for Kiyotaka, but now they're controlling the Tiny. Dagon comes out, Sonic Wave, but he's a bit too quick with that surge. Able to escape
Mira
now.
wants
Mira
this.
rounding out this area of the triangle and gonna just start TPing out. Ice Path to stop him though. A bit ambitious there from the Tusk. At least forcing some spell usage. Sanctity will now blink out with the Doom TPing in. Ends up being a 2-for-2 trade that favors the side of Aurora just because they got
Uragi
the
is
core.
staying.
They are not done just yet. Toss back on the Jakiro. Another catch, another kill. Kiyotaka, the big playmaker of Aurora, making things happen for them, despite Na'Vi being the ones to open up that move.
Dude, I'm so sure he could have just gone for TV there. Uragi, thank his heavens they chose Kaori instead. I feel like just a toss back
True.
onto TV into Doom, he was dead, right? There's no way he lives.
Yeah, I don't know what saves were remaining for them, but they choose to go for the easier kill, forfeit their tier 1 tower. So an objective claim for Na'Vi. Happy with that meta usage, but apart from that, the fact that Sand King dies, that is very unfortunate.
Yeah, try the blink stun, unfortunately. Finds the AA, gets the Ice Blast off anyway, and then Kiyotaka, he's been doing a nice job cleaning up.
The wall was
Tokyo
used
as
in
well.
that fight. They still have Sonic Wave and Epicenter, so they will be able to take a fight here at the Tormentor. This is the 15-minute mark. This is what we expect from these teams, but Aurora ready to rumble as well. Scouting out with the Terrorblade Illusions, a big wraparound could catch them by surprise. Na'Vi, they have to be careful not to be caught. Panto will show on the way, but Kiyotaka in with a huge avalanche onto 3! Gets the connection onto Sanctity. Ari gets instantly eliminated, but there's the counter initiation from Boom. They're able to melt through Kiyotaka on the Tiny, but there's the snowball. Looking at Jakiro now, this fight has gotten very messy as Na'Vi are looking to retreat. Bit awkward. They still have the Doom available. Going to finish off Panto was on the wrong side of the fight, but Nightfall
wants
streaming
Uragi.
forward, looking for the Doom target onto Uragi and finds the connection. Even Wildwing rippers himself forward to finish the job, gets himself a double kill, and they're not done. Sanctity tries to blink away, no more Infernal Blade cooldown. Is Mira a bit too deep? No additional follow-up. Boom has committed himself to pushing out the wave. Oh, what a mess of a fight. With that initiation from Kiyotaka, I thought for sure Na'Vi were gonna get toasted. They somehow managed to still find the kills.
I still have a second follow-up, right? Boom with a nice epicenter coming in. I think the fight should be easier for Na'Vi. That was as good as it gets, right? 3-man stun, Ice Blast, vacuum onto 2. Na'Vi, they just have more teamfight damage, but on top of that, Nightfall coming in with the cleanup was really nice. Securing the kill on this Terrorblade will finally push him to number 1 on net worth as well. Can he get a Tusker
I will
shard?
say
Oh,
that
unfortunate.
it seems like Na'Vi are spending so much attention just to take down Kiyotaka that by the time they're able to do so, Doom just comes in full HP, all resources available. He's feeling extremely confident. There's nothing for him to really be afraid of. Kaori tries to get a deep ward in. In fact, I mean, he might just have given away the fact that there's vision there as well. Set up around this area onto Kiyotaka. This is very nice if they can find the kill. Sanctity comes in and swoops it up. Follow-up is there. A Ice Blasted Sand King is easy pickings for Mira, but he might just be the same for this Queen of Pain.
Goodbye,
The support kill for Sanctity. Uragi will make the most of his little meta usage and look towards this tier 1 now.
And Na'Vi taking advantage of Doom's cooldown. Pretty unexpected there for Kiyotaka. I felt like it was a free kill on Panto, but Na'Vi ahead of the curve a little. Mira's so close to his dagger. I also feel kind of bad for Boom. I feel like he's playing well, but every time he goes in, he just can't get out.
Yeah, he's kind of the mandatory shit eater on this team, right? Because somebody's gonna get Ice Blasted, somebody's gonna get Tiny comboed. And he just has to just face tank that every single time. Trying to help himself out with the Yule's pickup. I'm not sure whether they'll change his fate very much.
It helps. Buy some time at least. What else can you go for realistically? Oh, very good Halberd game. Fire there or some Glimmer Cape maybe.
Oh, another catch onto Kaori in the mid lane, but
Ooh,
boom
nice
there with the
double
counter initiation. This is very nice. Snowball save can't get Panto, but might just help Mira escape. Gonna turn around with a shot, lock in the Sand King. They have good vision in the area. Nightfall looking for initiation. They'll actually doom boom. And that's what you were talking about in the draft. They get it done. They make it happen.
Oh my god. He does get the Wolf Creep. No Cares Reflection. Going for BKB next.
Yeah.
I mean, I feel like he does kind of slap their heroes with his shot and Surge. I can definitely see it working.
Yeah. Not a very traditional carry hero, but they put Nightfall on anything, he'll find a way to make it carry the game. Setting up around this mid lane now, Na'Vi looking for the defense. Jump in on Sanctity, but the BKB reveal from Nightfall. They know he doesn't have a Doom, but he's not a very easy target to chase down. Low ground Shackle onto the high ground. Toronto Tokyo still has the search. They don't have any additional way of keeping him in place. A very fuss-free escape there from Aurora.
Yeah, not the BKB reveal you want from your carry Doom though.
True.
I guess Aurora is happy to make it out. Get some TPs from Na'Vi. Some cheap spells used. Toronto Tokyo is super close to his pipe now. So I think not minding the BKB being down too much. 10 gold away.
Oh, they found Toronto Tokyo
Yes,
now.
Essence Ring and a stake.
Snowball save not even needed. Now Sanctity is the one being committed on. Punched up, held in place, still will be able to get the blink away, but the chase is on. Sanctity.
Shard on the A.
Nice shots there. Force Staff not gonna push him in the right direction, and Sanctity way too deep. A little bit of miscommunication there. If he had just turned the right way, he might have been able to get out with the help of that Hurricane Pike.
I think he actually would have lived. Uragi doing his best to try and save him. Interesting item build, going for the Pike instead of the Manta. I guess something to get away from the Doom, the Ice Shards.
Yeah.
Some spacing from the Darkseer wall.
Help him break the cold feet as well, right? Or anyone who gets under that effect. I will say that despite the seemingly decent start that the Na'Vi heroes have had, feels like they're having trouble converting that into very many fight wins. Apart from that big Uragi like triple kill situation that they had with Aurora overdiving into the triangle, not much really found on the map for them. It's a 3k gold lead for Aurora at this 21 minutes into the game. And I can't help but feel like Aurora, they're very happy just scaling on their cores. They're not too concerned about Navi's game right now.
They really aren't. I think whatever kills they can find, they will take.
Mira with another setup. They'll just pop the Doom. They don't care. Boom will come in for the counter initiation. Maybe just giving up onto Mira. Nice Yules there to cancel the TP. Mira will be caught. Trade of supports here.
There's a
Both
dagger.
plus fours. They're trying to escape. Is he really gonna get out? No, Sanctity's right there. Not gonna let him.
There's 4 heroes.
So, yeah, that is 4 heroes. They're gonna immediately smoke out to try and find a little bit more. They understand just how awkward their position on the map is right now. In comparison, you look at Aurora, the way that they're split, they're just min-maxing, farming on everybody. They can find this Doom though, that would be huge.
Nightfall. Can he get the BKB off?
How you gonna wind this up? Yeah, get the Burrow Strike into the Ice Path. It has to land perfectly. Don't manage to chain stun in time. That is unfortunate. The Nightfall. The BKB TP away. The classic.
He has no BKB now. This is pretty punishable. Uragi has an 80 rune. Let's see Na'Vi try to smoke across the map or just go into Roche. I don't know about Roche, guys. Into his Darkseer, tiny ancient apparition. This is pretty damn daring, if you ask me.
I mean, this might be the play that Na'Vi need to pull themselves into an advantage here, but the Ice Blast, we've seen it before and how much work it can do in the pit. Aurora, they are closing in fast. This could be scary. Scan comes
Here it
through.
comes.
They know this is happening. Ice Blast coming in now, but Kiyotaka initiates onto Ari first. Already got the win run off. Wall into the pit. Boom gets a huge epicenter, but it's blocked completely by the
nothing.
pipe. He's not doing any damage at the moment, and the rest of Na'Vi are not in position to help him out. He'll come down from the Yules and end up dropping. But Uragi, his meta's gonna come to an end. You gotta be so careful. Panto taking quite a bit of damage from those illusions. But Aurora, they've just taken control of this area, and the Roche cannot go on. Meta is out now, and Roche is at half HP. They can just continue to try and do this on Aurora. No power shot to scout. No more Sand King, but maybe not wanting to force anything more than they have to here.
They want
They
to fight
will just-
again.
Yeah, they will just back up, re-smoke, look for another initiation. They know that Na'Vi are waiting on the high ground. Illusion's the only
Oh,
thing
are they
scouting
gonna
for them
find
at the moment, but
Uragi of all the
Uragi,
heroes?
they will find him, jump forward, punch up. It's a perfect initiation, and Uragi just gets exploded.
Oh man, that was
It's
so
almost
good
like you
from
can
them.
see these things happening in slow motion, Adam. You called it from the very start of the goal. There's no way they can make it work against an Ice Blast Dartseer, and you're right, they don't. Now this is going to be a free Aegis going the way of Aurora.
I don't know if you caught the TB at the edge of screen in that fight, but Toronto basically walled Roche and got a TB illusion, and Uragi just spent the whole fight hitting the illusion. Couldn't
Yeah,
even
I
bring
saw.
it down.
He basically had to bail out, right? He had to literally Hurricane Pike away back to the high ground to avoid the vision.
Yeah, that was a nice
Sanctity.
epicenter from Boom too, with like 3 heroes, but there's just no damage, man. This pipe, the hero's already so tanky. Suddenly a 10k net worth goal lead for Aurora.
Oh, Panto, he is in an excellent spot here, but just these two supports, can they really get it down with the Ice Blast? It's gonna be enough damage! That was the Queen of Pain, 100 to 0. They will get the D-Ward, but it's so worth it.
Tuskar AA, baby.
Starting to see why Aurora value this support duo so highly. No net worth, just of pure skill alone, and what they have? Blink Dagger forward, that's all the initiation you need. Nothing fancy here. To get the job done, Queen of Pain down, now looking for more. Toronto, Tokyo to back him up now. Nightfall streaming in, looking for the kill on Kaori. This Jakiro has not had much of a game. 2-7-7.
Watching this Doom hit people is pretty damn satisfying.
Yeah, he is critting.
The guitar
SNY
spanks.
complete. Yeah, true. You ever drop a guitar? The sound that it makes is so jarring. That's what I imagine being hit by a Doom with this cosmetic
God.
feels like.
Over and over again. That sounds awful.
Yeah, it will give me a headache, I'm not gonna lie.
This Pipe on
For
Crimson on
both.
Toronto is so huge.
Yeah. That's really his job this game, right? The Aura's completely denied Boom of any impact. I think you're starting to see the net worth disadvantage for him come to fruition. The fact that he doesn't have something like an Aghanims or maybe even a Shivas at this point in the game. All of his damage is just being nullified by that pipe, like you said.
He's getting there though. 1k more to his own Aghanims. Oh, Nightfall.
Spot Kaori again.
The Mira is
This wrong
everywhere.
place. Yeah, it does feel that way. Now Ari might be in trouble. I guess his exit strategy wrongly though. They thought he would go up to the high ground. He just walks back towards his base.
Navi, what you gonna do right now? Looks like the split the map and farm seems to be the play. Toronto, Tokyo. We're already trying to go for a BKB, but I feel like he needs damage. What do you even go here? His BKB nullifier queued up. They need a way to burst Darkseer under vision. I feel like that's their win condition. But against this Tuskar save, this Tiny and Doom who are already just going in front, it's easier said than done.
Yeah, they don't really care, right? They're just both gonna pop their BKBs and start running at you, and you can't really stand your ground. Another Tormentor going very easily the way of Aurora, it looks like. More shots for them. Panto already has his, the Tusk. Even more extended control for him.
Big fan of Tuskar shards.
Really?
Yeah, I love it, especially with Darkseer. It's not the best against Navi's heroes. They all have like mobility, but I feel like it helps you be annoying.
I just feel
Like,
like it's
if
so
you-
unimaginative, you know, like it doesn't really you compare it to something like Earthshaker, Fissure, and then you Aftershock, it works with it. Like with Tusk, it's literally just like some damage over time inside, and like it's a bit longer. And that
That's
feels so
fair.
boring. I feel like they could do something a bit more interesting with it.
Yeah, hear me out. You get to draw your shards. So like right now, it throws like a pretty much a C or a U-shaped shard, right?
Yeah, sure. That's
they
not
draw it
how
like
I would
fine
describe
art.
that shape, but sure, yeah.
Wait, how would you describe it? A horseshoe shaped?
Sure, yeah, let's go with that. That's exactly
educated.
what I would have said. Yeah.
Oh my god, Observer says bring back Frozen Sigil. No, that's even
That's
less
what I'm
creative than-
saying!
What? That's
That's
even
what
worse
I'm
than
saying.
I have now.
Bring back Frozen Sigil. I still have 4 goddamn Frozen
Me
Sigil
too, me
cosmetics
too.
that
I
I
have
just
it
can't use.
I have the.
I got the VG gaming one.
Me too. Me too.
Bring back. Yeah, I
Oh
gotta
my
do a
God.
requiem for them. Boom. Oh, looks like he got collapsed upon. Able to escape though. Snowball still tags him, and there's those extended shots in the horseshoe shape that you talked about. And there is a completely dead Sand King. Nightfall, meanwhile, gets the connection onto Ahri. Boom. They actually pop a wall for him, my goodness. Another sentry, Snowball. They will finally take him down. Very, very hard to chase, but 2 kills. Aurora sweeping the map very efficiently and getting these pickoffs. Na'Vi, I struggle to see how they choose to how they are gonna come back in this game, to be honest.
Me too. Any kill is a kill. Nightfall is so strong. He goes for a Shadow Blade too, so even more map pressure. His Corp gonna be scared to push out the waves. TB as well every time he's not showing, but currently it looks like his goal is just to run down lanes. Harpoon completed. Man, they are so strong right now.
He's feeling so strong. He's pocketing the S and Y, bro. Like that. He
pulled
had
it
an
out
Aegis,
to
I
use
get it.
his
But
Midas.
he's holding on to the Midas over the S and Y because he's like, nobody's even putting any status on me that I need to resist. I don't give a shit.
No, he had S and Y in and Midas in the backpack, okay? He switched it to use it. Oh no.
Okay, fine. Set up again. Sanctity in some big trouble. TP away though. He'll be able to escape. No follow-up there from Mira.
That's you going back to base though. Navi,
That's
they're
true.
fed up. Oh no, Boomy gets this wrong.
Ooh, that's tough.
Panto has a dagger too, by the way. And he just stood
Panto
there
could've
and
just-
Glimmer, no fucks given. He's like, you can't even
That's
touch
kind
me.
of a boss-ass move. I'm not gonna lie. The testicles on that ancient apparition are crazy. I mean, he just knows that he's surrounded by help, right? If he gets Barrel Strike, then what? Kiyotaka and the boys is gonna come in and rough him up.
It's true. Kiyotaka
Like, more than anything, he did it for Boom's safety, actually. Oh, a little bit of a sneaky move here.
Nah. It's not
Boom
a
is not
sentry.
available, though. 1 second more, and there will be a sentry. So, Nightfall is just like, oh, okay, I guess there's vision there. Not gonna get that pick off. It's fine. Back to farming. Silver Edge on the menu.
I can hear his mind. Like, why is there a sentry here? Of all the places,
Can you do your
Random ass
best
sentry.
Nightfall impression?
I have no idea what he sounds like, man.
Damn, for real?
No, how does he sound? Oh my, you do it.
Okay,
Let's
I'm not.
go.
I'm not falling for that trap. Let's move on.
So it
Navi
was a
in
trap.
very,
Excuse me.
very difficult position this game. It's not looking the brightest for them. I don't know whether Uragi EB can carry this, and from the start, you already said that it's such a bad matchup into both the Darkseer as well as the Doom. I mean, it's not even one of those situations where you're like, okay, at least my Terrorblade's top net worth. Okay, and then what? You're just gonna get an illusion of him on the Darkseer for free.
Yeah, Doom one's pretty. I think Doom is pretty playable against. I think the Darkseer is giga tough
problem.
because as the more you scale, the more Darkseer scales, right, by nature. Unless you have certain things in your draft. I think if you have like Ravages, you know, Pango Roll, that kind of thing, or just something to deal with illusions. Maybe some Pugna Decryptify to save your supports against the illusion.
Sure, yeah.
Oh, Nightfall, sneakity sneak.
On the prowl. No sentry here. They will see Sanctity because it is daytime. Into the tree line they go. Trap him out. Punch up in the sky. Snowball to pull. There's so much control, but Sanctity
Oh my
able
God,
to
the
break
toss!
away. They toss Boom back onto his own team. So that initiation does not work out for the Sand King. So unfortunate there.
Oh,
And that's meta
too.
pop. So now Aurora can just chill and wait until this expires. And they can go again, but they think better of it. They're just gonna go back to splitting a map. Maybe go back for another catch onto Sanctity in the mid lane. Stun is there. Nightfall looking for connection. We'll try and pull him in with the harpoon, but might just be Mira going down. Sonic Wave, they doom up the Sand King, but he manages to get the Yules off. Still will have the vision of him though, slicing him down. It's unlikely that he's able to get out of this one. Toronto Tokyo runs him down, but the lingering burn damage from Nightfall is what gets the last hit.
Boom is the only player dying in this game, is what it feels like. Mira joins him this time. Okay, Nightfall.
I just feel so bad for Boom because, honest to God, no favoritism, no bias. But I feel like he's not even playing bad. You know what I mean?
Yeah,
Like,
he
it's
isn't.
not his fault that the game is in this state. He's done basically
2
everything
hits.
he can on the Sand King, but it just doesn't really matter when your team's dying like this.
My God.
Very easy pickup for Nightfall with the Harpoon and the Silver Edge. Getting the cut down onto Ahri. Wind Ranger has not had the impact that he probably had hoped for. Now set up in the top lane as well. Kari not getting tagged by the wall, but that's what the vacuum is for.
Just
Ice Path to
TP.
buy some time. TP out. Very, very heads up play.
Oh my god, but now the wall has Twin Terror.
Yeah, look at it
Look
go.
at it.
Wow.
Oh my god. Poop, poop.
Twin Terror. There we go. Okay.
Alright, so
Yeah, he'll be here all night, folks. Unfortunately for both of us. And by he, I don't mean this Jakiro illusion. I mean Adam343 Dota2.
come on, you gotta hype up the facets. People are trying it out for a reason. Has there been
No,
a
I
situation
respect
in
it.
Has there been a
I'm just
situation in this game where Icebreaker would have made a difference? I don't think so.
Yeah, actually, yeah. I would say, yeah. There's some moments when Nightfall has been able to pop his BKB because the Ice Path's not sort of stunning him for long enough. You know, maybe just get the connection on top of Boom's big barrel strike, yeah. There definitely have been moments. Yep, even our observer will agree with me.
Alright, Nightfall's half health, okay? Look, focus,
Okay.
focus.
I'm focusing. Unfortunately, Navi are not the team with the Ice Blast. Navi are a team with a very poor Sand King who's desperately going to try and initiate, but still Aurora will beat him to it. Nightfall with the
no,
Doom onto
Yuragi.
Yuragi. That's his fight done. He has to just run, you buy back on Jakiro, toss back the illusion. It takes like half Ari's HP. Very, very easy affair for Aurora to just step out of the pit and get it done. Now they can just head back in there.
Alright, Doom's used. Jakiro bought back. It's as if nothing happened.
Sure, we can.
Aurora,
Yeah,
no
let's
wall
go with that.
too. It's prime time.
It's
Navi,
prime time
this
for the
is
Twin
your
Terror.
chance.
Yeah, Kaori, get in here. Let's see you do some damage.
Aurora. Who's looking
Look
for
out.
who here?
We'll be on the front line, but
This fight.
Mira, like, how do you even decide where to blink when your smoke breaks like that? It's such an awkward location.
You'll find
We'll
out
try and
soon.
scout onto the high ground. Stats will see nothing other than an illusion. Kiyotaka shows himself. Huge avalanche on the back line. Seriously? How does he sneak past them like that? Boom is going to come in with an epicenter, but
Oh,
it's
the
onto some
TB
BKB
illusion.
targets. The TB illusion, like you said, starting to be into them. Boom again, trying to do whatever he can, but it's just scratching them.
God,
Not
look at
doing
the
nearly
TB
enough
illusion
damage.
dance, Mike.
And Toronto Tokyo is beating them up with the Terrorblade illusion. This was never going to be a matchup that was going to work out for them. And now Kaori, no, not the Twin Terror. Rest in peace. Yeah, okay, well
Michael
now
Jackson,
now they
Terrorblade.
can go into the Roche. Now they can get the Aegis. And yeah, they could probably look towards ending the game or maybe getting some of these tier 2s, but the team fight, it's impossible for Navi, man.
I feel like epicenter is you need epicenter. You need Daedalus on this Sand King right now. You need Egg Shivas on this Queen. They need a lot of items, man.
They need a shot on Ari. We don't even see the Gale Force come out because he's too busy buying utility items for himself to supply.
I figured it out already. Wind Ranger's impact in a game is dependent on whether you get the Tormentor and a shard for him or not.
No,
If
that's
he has to buy his own shard, and I will say 90% of people don't buy the shard for whatever reason. I feel the shard is the whole point of this, right? It's
Maybe-
not the Atos and Shackle shard, right?
Maybe as a byproduct of playing Wind Ranger, you forget that you can actually buy the shard yourself. I think that's a side effect. Yeah,
Fair.
like they nerf your mental capacity because you picked Wind Ranger. Obviously. You're using so much of your brain power to aim those shackle shots and the power shots that you lose the ability to understand itemization.
Dude, everyone does this. I saw Tim's do it. I saw like some whoever people just don't buy the shard.
Gale
Imagine
Force
having
is
Gale
like...
Force this game.
Dude, the thing is, Gale Force is good, but is Gale Force like 1.4k good? And maybe that's kind of the struggle that they're trying to resolve in their heads, because you're looking at Ari now, right? The 1.4k helped him towards his 4-staff. Has that resulted in any sort of game impact? Not really, but you can understand why it would seem a lot more useful than Gale Force this game.
Dude, have you ever watched a Wind Ranger game and saw anything be more impactful than Gale Force?
No, that's fair. That's fair. Yeah, you're right.
Gale Force
Maybe
is
maybe
the
some clutch
shit.
shackle shots. Some clutch shackle shots could be
I guess so.
in contention, yeah. Maybe Ari's looking to force-staff them into some clutch shackle shots. You know what I mean?
Ari's
Like you
looking to-
force-staff and then you line it up yourself. Yeah?
Ari should be looking to go back to his hero pool.
Yeah.
Wind
This is not
Ranger
looking
not
too hot.
working out so far.
2, 7, and 5. My goodness. Not really the best performance from him. Both supports
eggs
on
on
Navi
Arcs here.
struggling.
This is where it starts. We call it the crumble.
What does that
Which
mean
trans-
exactly?
It means that Darkseer starts to bully Terrorblade because he can. For literally no other reason but because he can. You punch Terrorblade, you put wall, and then you walk away.
Bro.
Goodbye, Kaori.
Nightfall smells
Twin
him.
Terror, baby.
Rest in peace.
Oh my god, was that
Bro,
necessary?
what? Seriously?
It's like he knew he had Glimmer, so
No, but like why?
I don't know, that was like I can him laughing. It's like I'm doomed.
Oh, he's scared of the Twin Terror. He's scared of the Twin Terror.
Oh my god, he is the Twin Terror. I'll tell him go mute. Right, so no more Hurricane Pike.
Yeah, no more shenanigans.
He's
Okay,
coming.
so obviously we have a bit of time because Aurora don't seem to be in any sort of rush to end this game. What exactly went wrong for Na'Vi, you think, for them to sort of be put in this position?
They picked TB with Darkseer in the pool.
You think so? That's literally it? You think that if they didn't have TB with Darkseer in the pool, if they had any other carrier, would have been fine?
I think they put themselves in a position that they have to play with pace. Hold on, goodbye, boom.
Yeah, no, there's nothing to hold on to there. Boom is just deceased.
See, he got 2 shots.
Yeah.
And A blast, A tiny.
Yeah, Sanctity, you know, if you had a Doom here on Nightfall, might be an easy kill, but
You gotta prove you wrong, baby. All you need is Mira with the snowball.
get it. Bit of an alley-oop situation.
What now,
Sonic Wave.
Sneeze?
Okay. Alright, relax now. We still got the Jakiro Twin Terror. We're still in this game, guys.
Oh man, Nightfall's having the time of his life.
Dude, I can't believe he doomed the Jakiro. I legit can't believe he doomed the Jakiro. That is some clowny shit. Aurora, I mean, you can kind of tell that they're feeling good right now. Understandably so. 30k gold lead up. This game is all but in the bag. Feels like it's Aurora's game to lose.
I can
Mira
feel
now
Hold up.
with the kick. No more Twin Terror. Rest in peace, Jakiro.
I feel Toronto Tokyo's frustration from here. Yes, X Blink finally. This is the moment he's been waiting for, and he's not gonna interact with this Terrorblade at all, and the game is gonna end.
He's like,
Ooh, I might be wrong though.
please,
Yuragi's
Yuragi,
back.
give me a Terrorblade illusion. They will try for one final fight, but it's at best a 3v5 situation, so I don't know how realistic that looks. I guess they are saved from Megas by their tier 2 tower still standing in the top lane. So if Aurora want a clean situation, they'll just kind of have to walk back over there, reposition, and go for that instead of objectives.
Right now, we're gonna respawn, but Aurora, they want the game to end now. Who needs top racks?
Yotaka, huge initiation on an illusion.
Still
Might
no
end up
Gale
paying the price for
Force.
this. You still got a snowball save, but not needed. Sonic Wave coming in. Ice Blast landing onto Sanctity. But you're running straight into the Doom, man.
God,
Just
nice
chops
one.
you up in 3 hits. Who's the
Oh,
tiny
Toronto,
now?
Tokyo.
They got the Toronto Tokyo initiation, and everyone's gonna drop. The Sand King Barrel strikes into his own death. GG is called. Na'Vi will tap out of this game number 1 of the upper bracket finals as Aurora completely destroy them.
Oh man, Navi. They did pretty okay in lanes. They shut down the Darkseer, but they just couldn't transition. The fights felt so hard. This Ice Blast plus just Tiny coming in. It felt like one hero died every time. Boom. I don't feel like he played bad. I don't feel tempo. That being said, if Navi win a fight or two, I feel like Aurora is going to be in a pretty tough spot. It's the
This is
high
like,
risk, high reward kind of lineup.
it's the ultimate Aurora ego draft, right? They're like, we are so much better than you that we're literally gonna pick to win our lanes. And if we don't win our lanes, we're screwed. If we win our lanes and we lose 1 or 2 fights, we're screwed.
Yeah,
Or
this is
are they?
probably gonna... Are they?
I mean, even if they lose 1 or 2 fights, they still have that Doom and the BKB Black Hole down the line, right? That's still something to be concerned about.
Yeah, it's not like their weak late game. I think it's more like their play-making potential, if they are not ahead, is very, very lackluster.
Sure.
There's no real like initiation other than running in, you know, with some drums, some track, some BKB pops against the Mars Phoenix. I think that's really the only way you team fight, right? Before that, the fights might be a bit harder. It's the strength of the Mars, who actually goes for victory feast this game.
I can see it. I mean, you want some of that heal and the sustain for, let's say, if you're able to burst the support in the arena, suddenly you're healing somebody who is perhaps caught by a black hole, something like that. Help you keep the fight going.
Mira scouts everyone. Dude, this is a cute bounty hunter set.
He looks
Set
like
is
a
this?
rat. What do you...
He does. He's
You
a
like
little
rats?
rat. He's me rat.
I understand that. I just,
I
you know,
like rats, but
have you seen a rat? Like, I've never seen a rat and been like, "Aw, how adorable." I've seen a rat and I've been like, get that thing away from me.
Right, so do I need to send you a cute rat picture?
Oh my goodness. First the scorpion, now this. If you send me Remy from Ratatouille, that doesn't count. He's pretty cute, I'll give you that. Thought Little passes the vibe check, I think.
Rats are cute, Mike.
Oh my goodness, I don't want to have this discussion. Kari, getting run down by the Aurora supports here in the early laning stage. He'll just be able to get himself back to safety. Ends up being a 3-for-1 rune trade. So, favoring Aurora. Very nicely done. Just got themselves into better positions.
Sanctity says, no cares raise. Run at SF. I actually don't know how this lane is. I feel like on paper, SF is a hero that kind of dumpsters DK, but he goes for the other facet instead of the Shadow Raise one.
The
Not
lasting
sure how
presence.
significant it's going to be, but I guess if you're going right clicks, this just makes more sense.
Yeah, for sure. If you are scaling up to be sort of the right-clicking carry anyway, this is the only one that's a little bit relevant. Presence of the Dark Lord leveled up already, which means that some of the armor that DK usually enjoys in the lane gonna go down. Down, down, down.
Right, time to check out other lanes. I'm curious to see how top lane goes, because I think his Phoenix pick is gonna secure the lane. Not sure what Mira's gonna do up here. For now, just fighting Kaori, probably eating more spells for Toronto, Tokyo.
I just want to let those Eidolons multiply. If they take 1 or 2 Fire Spirits, it'd be hard to do so. There we go.
No, he's not splitting his Eidolons.
I mean, it doesn't really matter. They're also healthy. And Kaori's out of spirits.
Sanctity. This is where it begins. Look at mid lane. He's less than half health. Kyotaka standing on his high ground. What do you do as DK here? You buy boots, you learn stun, and you go run around. Honestly, that
Just
doesn't
have to
sound
be
too
the
bad.
case. First blood, Kaori. Getting the kill onto Mira up there. Very, very nicely done. Probably just chased him around with the help of the PA with a couple of daggers and whatnot. Yeah. Throws a stifling. Get some auto attacks off. Mira. Wrong place, wrong time.
I actually feel like this happens quite often. Like, you play the lane, and then at 1 minute, the pause 4 goes to block the cam, right? But the pause 5, when he can't really stop you, so he gets EXP in the lane, and they both hit level 2 first. And then their pause 4 comes back, so there's 3 heroes level 2, and then the pause 4 is level 1. He just dies.
Boom, though. He might be the one to die down here in the bot lane. Be away. Hanto, he's trying to get in range for the attacks, but Boom able to get away. Very, very nicely done. Preserving the life of the Mars, although he's not going to have a lot of resources down here, so probably not a very nice quality of life. Lotus also going to go the way of Nightfall. I don't think Nightfall really cares that his support dies. Meanwhile, Kyotaka with a solo kill onto Sanctity in the mid lane. The tip's starting to come through already. This is exactly what they picked the SF for.
You know something. If Pento had Twin Terror, I think Boom should be dead.
That's true. That's true. I guess we'll never know.
Mira has begun bounty hunter things. Can he get it?
He's close.
Run,
there we go.
no.
Rest in peace.
No
Oh
rat.
my goodness. He just melts into the ground. That's depressing.
Yes,
It doesn't really take away the fact that Uragi is having a pretty swallow time up here, 20-3, although that doesn't salvage the fact that Sanctity is absolutely eating shit. Bit tough to lane up against the SF, at least he's still able to farm somewhat, but this only gets harder as long as the SF continues to get some runes and resources.
Yeah, the career kill is pretty big, because I think Uragi getting an early power trade in this lane would be pretty huge for him. I expected a corrosion just because of the kill, but instead he was sending out bands of Elveskin, maybe just trying to last here a bit more.
I mean, the ban of Elven Skin built into the corrosion, so it could have gone either way.
Oh yes, apologies. Sorry, I keep forgetting that.
Yeah, it's a weird build-up. No, I had to double check the other day because I'm like, that seems so convenient for any carry.
I don't buy the item, man. Mira. No fire spirits. Couldn't get the stun, unfortunately. So top lane, I don't know if this Enigma is working out the way they want. Uragi obviously able to farm up here, no problem. I guess keeping their levels a bit low because Kari's kind of stuck to lane here.
Yeah. Bot lane, nice spear back onto Nightfall. They got the catch out. No lift available. We'll turn around with the Lotus, trying to trade with the Rubik, but he still has a Fade Bolt, and he'll be able to get the kill. Panto with the Dual Breath should be able to at least get an even trade. Big Wand as well means that Boom can't trade. And now with this Icebreaker facet, Spear missing. Oh,
no, Pento not like
last
this.
little bit of burn damage. Is he
misses.
going to... He dodged it. Oh, Boom. Getting away with the skin of his teeth, and that creep and the tower are going to help him get that kill. Okay. They're not doing it in the prettiest way down here, but they are surviving and scraping on by.
Yeah, that was a whiff for sure. Top lane doing pretty okay too. So every lane going fine. Bot lane obviously his Mars is really sad. Pento kind of abusing him on his Jakiro. The Scorcher of 2. This hero is not a Darkseer, it's not a Sand King. I wonder how Boom's gonna come back into this game. Obviously the lane's not to the point where he's crying yet, but it does seem like it might get there.
Yeah, bottom CS call right now. Kaori getting focused down. Panto with the TP up here. Blood Grenade should be able to finish him off. He's looking for the deny, but the creeps don't respond in time. Nice rotation from the Jakiro. Now they're looking to try and put pressure on this catapult wave. Mira. Oh, runs into a little sentry. Uh-oh. Free kill for Uragi. Panto gonna try and hunt him down though, but Ari's making the rotation a long one, but one that seems to be a bit needed with these Eidolons poking away to the top lane.
Yeah, they need to protect this tower at all costs. Once Enigma takes this tower, the map becomes very small. It also opens up the Ancients for Enigma, which you don't want to happen. Toronto, Tokyo. What's he going for? Drums. Okay, pretty standard build.
Dire's bottom tower is under attack.
Probably one Tranquil with the new conversions too. So this just builds into the helm naturally. I wonder if we'll see him go for auras or...
Oh dear, Sanctity gets caught out by a nice rotation. Panto to the mid lane. Icebreaker there to keep him in place, and Mira all over him. Where did these Aurora heroes come from? He's probably asking himself. They have their sights set on him, just ready to grief his game. Up here to try and contest the Wisdom Shrine. Toronto, Tokyo wasn't in position. It will get stolen away. Boom getting that as well on their side. They might just be able to trade out for Uragi. Focus down on Kaori. Uragi now.
Oh, he has Doom.
Level 6 available on Nightfall and will run down the PA. So Nightfall, with a great rotation, it comes at the cost of a bit less EXP on their support on Aurora, but that's never really been a problem for this team.
I think that's really nice for Navi supports, but I think it doesn't affect Aurora that much. They're already pretty high level. Mira close to 5, Panto as well. So not the most hurtful. I guess if anything, it hurts the Enigma, right? Who's also level 4.
Yeah, he dies there first, so he doesn't get any share of the EXP, but gonna hope to salvage that now with the drums pickup. Continue to put on the pressure top lane.
Well, even though
Everything's going pretty well, right, for Aurora. I think they're quite happy about this early game and the way that it's going. Nice dust there onto Mira. Kaori gonna try for the chase down, but Panto is here as well. It's 2v1. Kaori, can you really win this fight?
Coming.
Sanctity's walking over now. Kaori, he is very strong on this Phoenix.
Oh, get the rune.
Doesn't risk it. Panto trying to make the great escape. Creeps are following him. Give up on the chase on the high ground, and they just decide it's not worth the squeeze.
Oh, Mira tried to go for a snipe. Blood Grenade, not enough damage.
Oh no, walking back into the Sentinel. This entire top lane is just littered with sentries. Mira, this is not a safe zone. Panto will deny himself to some creeps on the far end of the map there, so not going to lose out on much other than some time in the grave. Oh yeah, she went into the tower. Okay.
Alright, tower does go down. Oh my god, what is this?
Is it?
There's some new technology.
What's happening?
The Atos Shadow Fiend.
Yeah, what?
I mean, they
the
like
hell am
stuns, right?
I guess so. You said that Aurora needed catch, and he's like, I'll pick SF and I'll find catch anyway. Toronto, Tokyo up here in this top lane going down. Panto not able to save him. The Eidolon's gonna do quite a bit of damage into Ari though.
Ooh, the body
blocking.
blocks.
Set up for Kiyotaka to come in with the razors. He's looking for the angle. Beautiful stuff from Toronto Tokyo. Gets them the kill. Now Mira, he's spotted under the sentry and he still doesn't have track just yet. So he just has to settle for a courier, unfortunately. Panto will be the one to clean that up. That's going to reveal the location of Kaori.
Radiant's middle tower is under attack.
What's he gonna do?
TP up. There you go.
I say no, he's gone. I like what they're doing though. They're just constantly running at PA. Not letting this Battle Fury hero hit his timing. Ravi's still okay on net worth, but Aurora definitely the winners of this early game so far. Everyone except Mira, maybe.
Yeah, Mira. Always feels like the case. Whenever we're talking about Aurora and all of them are winning, Mira somehow is not doing too hot. That's just kind of his role on the team, like we said. Boom. Picking up a nifty Invis rune will dodge out on an aggressive maneuver planned for him here. In fact, it's Na'Vi with the one smoking out. They want to get the kill into Nightfall. They will have to settle for Panto. Eats a Doom,
still
steals
Doom.
the Doom. Ari has it available, can throw it out onto Nightfall, but doesn't want to use it just yet. It's a Shadow Fiend who comes back in, and Sanctity, he's in big, big trouble. Kiyotaka dominating. And that will be the reveal of that Atos, catching the Dragon Knight by surprise.
And I thought that was a Doom kill for sure, but they just... Nightfall reads it, he walks back at the right time, and Panto's the only one they see walking uphill. Kiyotaka with the
unfortunate.
Atos. I wonder what he's going to go for next. Like, what's this transition into?
Yeah, that's a good idea. I mean, he's had himself a really nice early lead, so he's at the point where he's just farming everything efficiently anyway, ferrying himself clarities, has that mana drought working over time as well. Bot lane though, they want to put this Stolen Doom to use, at least try and pressure the side of Aurora away so they can take this tower. Brought in the numbers for it, the only person not here is the Dragon Knight.
Aurora's hella out of here. Ari might find something though.
It's a Doom
Macro
onto
Pyre
the
Stolen
Jakiro.
Doom.
He's dropping very low. Stolen Macro Pyre as well, making it awkward for the Jakiro to walk back there. Try and look for a deny into creeps, but instead finds the shield of Boom.
So giving up bottom lane, but still trying to protect their jungle here. Aurora. They still want to fight.
They are coming back in here. Boom's going to take some pressure, but Mira, not really a viable target. Spear just clips him, but doesn't really connect onto anything, so he doesn't get pinned. Na'Vi, it just kind of feels like they are expending a lot more heroes in these moves that, as much as they are successful, aren't really pushing the game state that they would like, right? You're not really getting much further on the Dragon Knight. You're not finding this mid-tier 1 tower. He has maybe 200 more gold until his Blink Dagger, and maybe that's when we'll see Sanctity start to get a bit more involved.
Yeah, probably. I mean, they have heroes that, even though they didn't do well in lanes, at least they can push pace. This DK hero, if you don't try to take the tower, it's going to be a bit hard. 12-minute blink is still pretty acceptable against the SF, even with the 3 deaths, 0-3-0. He will complete it now. It gives Na'Vi their initiation that they've been lacking.
Now back to the
Kitaga's
Kaya,
going
so...
for... Yeah.
Is he going for a bit more of a sort of spell SF-based build? It seems that way.
I guess so. I was just quite surprised by this because he took the lasting presence. I guess it's nice for his team, right? The minus armor.
Yeah,
We're
for
hitting
sure.
buildings too. They like building damage.
Oh dear, Uragi. Gonna get caught out here. The setup is there with the Atos. Hold him in place and he goes down easily. Kiyotaka on a mega kill streak. 5-0 on this SF. Get the setup onto Panto. He's gonna have to give up his life. What did he steal there? Still the Macro Pyre. Didn't get the Ice Path cast off in time before the steal. Ari's still left with that ability that doesn't really do much for him, but Mira will be another catch. So Na'Vi able to play on their DK blink timing, but Kiyotaka's still in the area and still a force to be reckoned with. With Toronto Tokyo backing him up, I don't think the chase can go on. Aurora end up paying with 2 supports for that core kill, but again, so much of a response gathered for Na'Vi, and meanwhile, look at Nightfall. He's just piss chilling, farming with the Midas down here.
Double damage rune, Kiyotaka.
I don't know whether you can chase
too
up onto
manly,
this
I
high
think.
ground.
Yeah, I guess there's understanding there's no arena stun already used. Not too worried. Now Na'Vi, it's their time. They want to do something. Again, blink on DK, blink on Mars. Still have egg. You definitely want to find fights and at least protect Uragi's area farm. I think that's like the main priority for Navi. Meanwhile, for Aurora, like you said, it just seems like their way of playing is for supports to die. They don't really care too much. Toronto Tokyo has been so quiet on this Enigma after top tower died.
Yeah, he doesn't care. He's just farming up, and top 3 net worth reflects that as well. Aurora cores doing just way better than their counterparts. Because
And I
you're
was
going for a
thinking-
bit more of an action-focused build, right? You've got Blink on your DK, Blink on your Mars. You need to find something to do on the map. And the opportunities other than the support devs, they are just not presenting themselves right now.
Meanwhile, for Aurora, I was talking about like whether this Enigma will go for Helm or Pipe. Look at what he has. Man bought a Midas. It's like, okay, we're chilling. Midas BKB? Sure, man.
Yeah, sure.
Steal my
I'm going to
black
scale.
hole,
I'm going to
baby.
make sure I get levels.
It's the 15-minute fight, man. It's coming, Mike. Oh, Nightfall's
Yeah,
going
the
for
only
Radiance.
way... the only way this comes back to bite them is
Yes,
if they
Radiance.
lose some of these fights here.
Dude, I like this so much. Just see what he did. He saw his Midas for Radiance.
Yeah, but still, Panto gonna start that fight, getting caught out. Toronto Tokyo looking for a target. Boom will find him in the arena, but Kiyotaka eliminates Ari to start. Don't need to worry about any stolen shit. They'll doom out the Phoenix, so there's no hope for an egg. And Navi, they can't hope to win this fight any longer. 3 heroes going down, Sanctity tracked up, chased away from the premises. Now with this AD rune, they can back up into the Tormentor and get that shard for free.
Alright, Nightfall didn't really need the Radiance there, I guess, but it just felt like he wanted to sacrifice it all for a timing. I think that's so nice.
Yeah,
Aurora, they
all
are
part of the plan.
kind of online right now. You sell Radiance now for the Midas?
You just needed the Radiance for the fight, and now, okay, back to farming. I mean, Radiance is a pretty nice farming item as well.
This should be 1 levels on Doom, though. Especially against Navi's heroes, like the Mute and Break are just so high value in this game.
Yeah.
See
I
what he
mean, with the
chooses
way
to
it's
do.
going right now, it's not like he's behind on levels, right? Keeping up very nicely, in fact, mostly ahead. It's just Uragi who's been managing to keep up on the side of Navi. Level 12 on him.
This feels like one of those games you're just all in the PA bag.
Yeah, it does feel that way, but it's also one of those games where the PA bag has to deal with a Doom and potential Black Hole. So I don't really know whether the PA bag is big enough or juicy enough to deliver.
Let's bind the Midas again. Gonna get a Shrine of Wisdom to make up for him selling the Midas. Alright, all is
Yeah.
fair.
Not like supports need levels or anything, right? Lol.
They see Kari. Bit of D-wards again. Navi just looking, posturing towards the mid tower. They need to find core kills.
All they see is a support now, though. The rest of the core's just hiding away farming. Meanwhile, Navi, you've grouped 4 people here, all showing under vision. Ready to take a fight that Aurora might not even give to them. How they come around, start to get the tracks out, though.
Aurora's 5
Getting a
here
bit of
though.
cold feet now. Yeah, Navi. In a 5-5 right now, it doesn't really feel like they can win unless they get all their teamfight ultimates off.
Mira is a full vessel. This is gonna be pretty nice. Stop the Sunray heal. Good damage against the DK and Mars on top of that. Aurora don't seem very fight hungry. It's more like they just want to protect the area of the map, not let Navi get an advantage, especially if they're grouping up. See any items coming up. Enigma is BKB now if he wants to buy it. I wonder if Toronto should actually just buy a Blink first. Okay, no, he goes for a BKB. It is done. Blink queued up next. Yeah, interesting items. No SF going for eggs. Nothing too special. Kitaka's having a great game. 7-0 and 0.
When you play against Aurora, you got to know that they're going to be very happy farming. You pick a tempo lineup, but you're not really able to connect on any of these moves. At this point, it's a 7k gold lead, and it's only going to keep growing the way of Aurora. You're talking now eyeing up an Aghanim Scepter for that additional burst from the Requiem.
Their
Very
fear is
scary
super
business,
nice
man.
as well. I feel like the whole idea of this Enigma is so that PA can't like blink in, you know? So Toronto Tokyo is probably just gonna... Oh, I thought.
Connection onto Mira. Again, that's not a core kill.
That's not really anything. That's an arena used, and now you're might be in trouble if they can find the Atos tracked up onto Kaori. Just have to pop that egg, but Stolen Dobrev pushes Kiyotaka away though. Rest of Navi are in this area. Maybe they want to fight without that Bounty Hunter vision advantage. Sanctity has popped the Dragon Form, looking for a vantage point on the high ground. Gonna see Toronto Tokyo.
Yes, BKB.
Made onto the Enigma here. He's taking a lot of damage. Pops the BKB and might just be able to survive. The spear will find him. Very nicely done. And now the high ground egg. This could be a pretty good fight. The Doom will get eaten up by the Dragon Knight. He's probably going to go down, but Nightfall now in trouble. The stolen Doom onto the Doom himself. He still is managing to kill off the heroes. A double kill despite eating the Doom, thanks to the Radiance. And don't tell me he survives. No way. The last tick, Ari, manages to find the redemption kill, but it comes at such a great cost. Navi, they lose 3 heroes. I mean, I guess they do manage to take down some core kills, but that has got to sting.
That was so close. One tick, like you said. Dude, the damage was crazy, man. The Scorched Earth with the burn from Radiance.
Yeah, man. What the hell? Got roasting them alive. I thought they had the full kill onto him after he got Doom stolen and doomed himself, but he survived so long, man.
864 pure damage.
Yikes. That's at Rubik Max Arcane Supremacy. Spell Amp 26%. That's a very significant amount. What's going on here?
Black Hole!
Yeah, Kaori's gonna die as well.
Yuragi
Yuragi is coming in though.
Where he wants to be.
He knows there's no Doom, but now he's into Kiyotaka. He has to TP
nice
out.
lift.
The lift is there from Ari, saves Yuragi. Oh, that made me clench my butt cheeks a little bit. I was so scared for the PA, and now Sanctity. He's gonna get very easily run down. Tried to join the fight to help. A triple kill for Kiyotaka. This SF has had a completely free game.
The Shadow Race damage talent. It's up, level 15. This is the power spike.
Yikes.
Now, for real though, it actually does so much damage. The stack 10 and 15 together. He's having
Dude,
such
I
a
thought
good
he was
game.
already powerful enough. You're telling me there's another power spike? Oh my goodness.
10-0-1. Last pick SF, baby. Again, this patch, it feels like these 24 pick cores are just... Anything is playable, man, I'm telling you.
As long as you got the right draft for it, and this is absolutely the draft that SF can succeed in. A spell casting SF. What a setup they have here. Ari with the Stolen Doom might just have to throw it out before he dies. Panto in trouble. Again, it's just a support kill. Use up the SF, get the control for now, but Nightfall streaming in. You can't afford to fight anymore. Sanctity's coming in, egg on top of Kiyotaka. They're going to try and look to focus down, I guess, just the Dragon Knight with the Doom. They're doing a good job kiting out the fight, Navi, but Yuragi on the back line, able to slice down Mira. BKB popped by Nightfall. They can't connect on the target. Looks like it'll just have to be Kaori. They pop the Requiem just to pop his head off. Boom there
nice
with the arena. They finally get Kiyotaka. That's a really nice setup, and they know there's still no black hole. 70 more seconds, you can keep the chase going. Nightfall out of spells, and somehow Sanctity, despite being doomed, survives because they turn their sights elsewhere. Aurora giving up a lot of ground to the side of Navi now, and boom, he's gonna find another setup. Used to cancel the shield rune, and now they're slicing onto this Doom. The mischance, it's not gonna be enough. Navi, with such a huge fight win.
Oh, that was so good from them. Just Kiyotaka so low. Gets caught. Toronto Tokyo failing to have impact so far. He went for his Black Hole build, but Black Hole was unfortunately on cooldown. Maybe that was such a big fight for him. Even bigger if they get the Aegis.
I mean, Boom played that fight so well, right? Started with an Ari pick off, but he manages to get the parting Doom on the Jakiro, take him out of the equation. Boom eliminates him first, and then continues to just get set up after set up after set up in the fight. Even with Sanctity getting Doom, they kind of turn around because their attention is taken away by Kaori. This time around, it's Aurora who kind of get lost in the sauce a bit. Full focus on the supports, and they miss out on any meaningful kind of pick off on any core. All 3 of Navi's core survives through all of that.
Yuragi, top of the network for the first time this game, and Navi, it looks like they are pulling it back. Or it looks like they wanna... Nightfall queued up the Midas again. Had queued up earlier. He bought the gloves too, right? And then sold it for a BKB. So, I don't know if this facet is working in his favor or not. Or the
The Midas conundrum.
Yeah. I feel like he kind of
Yeah, well-
needs it though, but at the same time he needs armor. I don't know.
I wonder whether this Tokyo build will end up paying off, right? Because the Midas obviously is helping him keep up in terms of levels and goal. But I can't help but feel like if they just went for more auras and just pushed the issue, it'd be a lot harder for Navi to try and fight them. We'll have to wait and see though. The late game Enigma is still a thing of absolute beauty.
What's this double solar crest for Aurora? I guess both Nightfall and SF want to be buffed. Not sure if it's intentional or not.
A lot of physical damage coming out from the cores, I guess. The magic really is only provided by the supports.
Nothing really happening right now. Aurora look like they want to dodge. Probably at least wait for the blink on SF or BKB. I think either one is pretty important. I will say though, at some point this SF does die to the PA pretty easily. It's all about how the fight starts.
Toronto Tokyo found out here, might have to turn around for a black hole, but an easy slice apart. Uragi with the methodical. You knew that crit was coming. Not really
Enigma
dodging
looks-
successfully, farming in the area that your opponents are trying to push in. Panto, gonna be able to cut the wave, but can't do much into that siege creep. Will at least take it for a little bit of a wild goose chase. No TP for 28. Boom is closing in on his location.
Boom's the goose.
Oh, Boom. Come on. Any help coming though? They actually stopped the TP. I guess he doesn't know that the TP is on cooldown. He's just gonna buy time for somebody to show up. Arena walls up. Holds on to the spear. Very smart recognition there. Knows that if he uses it, it's a very easy TP away. Maybe he's bought enough time. In comes the PA, but he doesn't know
Panto's
that
gonna
Panto still
kill
doesn't have
him!
damage. Panthe's gonna kill
my
him.
Fucking god.
That wasn't supposed to happen. How did he do that? What
It's
the hell?
Searing Signet, baby.
Oh my goodness, Boom.
So
Too much damage from the
Twin
Jakiro.
terror for what?
Oh my goodness. He solar crested himself as well. Yeah, he just took so much magic damage. My god. What the heck?
A little
Look
bit
at
of
the
a setup in
Macropire.
the mid lane.
Fight
This is
happening
pretty
there.
tanky, guys.
SS pretty tanky, but not into the Sun Ray. Should still be going down. The heal's coming back from the Requiem of Souls. Is going to keep him alive momentarily, but Kaori still able to burn him up. Now the Atos, postpartum. Looks like that fight was just very easily won. Meanwhile, Uragi killing Toronto Tokyo again.
This Enigma looks so fucking useless at the moment.
Yeah, I mean, one thing we learned about yesterday, we did not really like this Enigma pick. It doesn't feel like a good enough response to this PA, and we're seeing why. You're not necessarily winning the lane, especially if Kaori on the Phoenix. Not necessarily getting much done in the game either.
This is so rare, but Uragi has a Deso queued up, so maybe going back for it, feeling like he's so strong, he shreds through. At least 4 of these heroes have no armor. 5 even. I guess SF has 20 armor, but he's definitely not building for that.
He's not tanky, I'll tell you that much.
Stacked up with the Corrosive Dragon. Well, nice armor for Mars to rebuke as well. Not bad. I kind of like the Deso. I respect this.
This is so crazy that the game has gotten to this point. Now Nightfall being found. Pop the BKB and the Nightfall. Out he goes.
He's going for a Shadow Blade next. Probably wants the Silver Edge against the PA. Either just more map pressure. But Navi, they are feeling very, very confident right now.
Yeah, this is the classic Aurora gambit, right? Aurora giveth, Aurora taketh away. And they had such a great start playing off of this hyper-aggressive, I want to say egoisto draft, right? They're like, oh, you know, we're so much better than you. We're going to outplay you in the lanes, which they did. We're going to outplay you in the early game, which they also did. But now, Hyotaka, he has a BKB, but it's not going to save him against this terrifying PA. Some very cute jukes might, though. Meanwhile, Sanctity able to kill off Toronto Tokyo, but they get the trade out. Now, Dragon Knight's in trouble. Boom has to pop the BKB, facing off into Panto. They still have an egg available. They're trying to heal the Dragon Knight, but newsflash, that doesn't really work when there's a
Nice here.
Doom. Still in some trouble, trying his best, but still will got
my
the
God,
crit.
Nightfall.
Oh my goodness, Nightfall evaporates from what felt like half HP. Uragi is cleaning up big time. And Kiyotaka, he used his ult for that chase off of Uragi just now. Not gonna help him out. Boom is not going to make the same mistake chasing Panto into the tree line again, though. And this game has gotten completely messy, but the clear winner, you can see it in the net worth, you can see it in the kills, Yuragi. He is on top of the world right now.
He's level 23. That's insane. He's so far ahead right now. His SF looks like nothing to him. This Enigma is literally an ATM for him. The counter pick.
So nice of
Ain't
you to get a
working out,
Midas
man.
to farm more gold so that I can get more gold when I kill you.
It's probably the reason Yuragi's level 23, in all honesty.
Yeah. Not to mention, he also has the serrated shiv neutral item, which means that that Doom's Radiance isn't giving quite as much mischance. That's not as relevant against the PA anymore.
Basher complete now. No more BKB TPs.
Jeez.
So
Feels like
strong.
you need to... almost need to combine both the Black Hole and the SF Requiem on that PA, and you might even have to Doom her. Just to prevent the Sunray heals from coming out, or maybe even a kill from Victory Feast.
All those spells. Problem with that is that you need to remove Aegis, and can you really initiate into Navi right now? Aurora, curious to see how they approach this situation, because I think this Aegis on PA is gonna be insane.
Roche isn't up just yet, but Navi looking for a fight. They know how strong Yuragi is. He's the one who can lead them to victory. High ground. Ward up immediately. They see Kiyotaka briefly, but they're going to settle for Mira. He was invis though. Don't really have a lot of damage to some of these heroes. Spear off the mark completely. Very, very awkward. The SF might be in some trouble. Yuragi waiting for his moment. Knows that a BKB can come out.
Get
There's
the
the
bash.
Requiem. But Yuragi slicing into him. There's the Black Hole trying to find him. Misses completely. But BKB, it doesn't save you against the Doom. Nightfall found the connection. But that is a huge egg from Kaori, burning up the opposing carry. But 4 members of Aurora still stand strong, and they're able to kill the Phoenix. All they need to do is doom Yuragi, and they can win the fight. Aurora, they managed to win that engagement.
Oh my god. The Toronto Tokyo, I don't know if he made a play, but he like paused. Ari was expecting a Black Hole to come out much faster. He gave him a little hezzy.
Yeah?
And Ari ended up stealing
But
the stun.
But I mean, the Hezi ended up working against him, right? He didn't get the Black Hole on anyone.
Yeah, it was
But
pretty
I
funny.
guess it doesn't matter at that point. All you need is Requiem. Honestly, you don't even need those other ultimates. All you just need is Doom. The PA has to blink in. We're starting to maybe see why the Enigma is a favorite pick against the PA, even though it didn't really feel that way in the early stages of this game.
Dire's bottom tower
I guess so. I mean, you're probably right to some extent. I feel like Yuragi did not need to go in there. You have just watched his team play, because Toronto Tokyo isn't really going to Black Hole anyone else, right? Like,
Yeah, and
he is
the-
the carry. He's the one that everyone's looking at with their spells, and I feel like as soon
Exactly.
as he commits into the fight, he's the one who is. Everyone's just, oh, okay, now PA.
Yeah, I think what we've learned is that in Navi's successes, they've been able to split up the fight into very awkward quadrants for Aurora. The second they're all just standing together, it makes it so easy for them to choose to commit on the PA the second you go in. There's no, you're out of reach of Black Hole, or you can't be doomed because you're right next to them. Not gonna happen that way. Kaori runs into a free bounty hunter. Boom there, looking for the setup. Ice Path stops that spear from coming out, but Sanctity
God, the
there, a
damage.
huge Requiem though, the damage tearing
Shit.
up Boom. And it looks like Sanctity might be dead as well. Tries to force stuff to the high ground, but will take out to the magic damage. Again, Panto bringing so much to the board. And would you look at that? Roche is going to come up very soon. They don't have a Dragon Knight for 1 whole minute. Fortunately, Kiyotaka can't find more. Kaori will be able to swoop up to the high ground. This AD rune.
Nobody kills Mira for free more than 8 times.
Absolutely not. By the 10th time, they'll punish you for sure. They just pop the Doom out. Stolen. Is that a Scorch stuff? Yeah, Nightfall had it timed down this time. Very nicely done. Ari gets nothing. Kaori gets a death. Continuing to bleed out on Na'Vi, despite some of those slip-ups from Aurora a bit earlier. They now understand all they need to do is wait for the PA to commit.
I wouldn't be surprised to see them itemize for like Lincoln's maybe on the Bounty Hunter. Just drop it on the Enigma, prevent the spell steal, or give it to the SF. Don't let PA come in with the Abyssal. Kiyotaka's so strong.
Yeah.
Probably gonna even have a refresher sometime soon. AC almost done for Nightfall too. So the minus armor is stacking up.
Second life now for the SF. Like you said, lasting presence. 3 stacks at the moment, Mira. They might get him for free this time, but the rest of Aurora are coming in. I don't know about this one. The bash up, that's the first life of the SF. This is awkward. Buyback on Kaori. Look at Kiyotaka. He doesn't have a BKB, but they don't have the control. They will just face tank the ultimate. Spear him back. Uragi's going to work. No BKB for the PA though. He's in some trouble, but Kiyotaka still getting burned out. Will get chased down, and the rest of Aurora can't stick around. Panto has the TP out Spear slightly too late.
My God.
Oh no, Aurora. I mean, they basically gave an opportunity to Na'Vi, dropped straight out of heaven into their hands. Now Sanctity's the one on the high ground.
I need to shut up. Every time I say something, it just goes completely wrong. Kiyotaka blinked into the spear that was meant for Mira, man. Oh my God.
I think he was supposed to pop the BKB there.
No, it was on cooldown.
That is kind of... Then what was he doing blinking into the goddamn spear, man?
He has Yasha Kaya, so it's like a fast Requiem, right? Just trying to blow Boom up.
I get it, but... I mean, now he's dead for 40 seconds. You don't have buyback here. The only slight silver lining to that situation is somehow, I think it must have been the Bounty Hunter, or maybe some creeps. The Dragon Knight's BKB gets killed on his courier, so he's not going to have that available for 2.5 minutes.
Nightfall, is he gonna try to go for a solo play here?
He knows that there's a basher, so the BKB TP, his signature move, is not going to work this time round. He'll know that much.
25 on Uragi. Disable his SNY for the Abyssal. Something cool you can do now. Do you really want this Manta style though? If anything, I feel like he
What's the
needs the
Manta style
SNY.
for? Like the... Are you
just
just
'cause
kind
you
of worried
break-
about the track or the Malefice or what? Or what's the deal?
I think it's just you break Yasha is the most convenient item to buy. He says fuck it though. He has it charged up. He wants the Lincolns. I think it's way smarter. Make it
As
a little
long as
harder
you can
to
avoid
do.
getting doomed, the game should be within your control. Uragi played an excellent one so far. Only one tiny mistake in that team fight earlier on, but you can understand the pressure he's under. He has to do so much for the team, relying on everyone else for setup. Left in the mid lane, look for the setup. BKB, Nightfall, gonna pop the Doom out immediately. Boom, looking to be forfeit there. Not sure whether they can save him. Gonna try and force, but that is a lot of damage coming out from that spell alone. Kiyotaka gonna pop a couple of razors out, but Kiyotaka! Oh, he has a buyback. But that's not what you want. Boom's gonna buy back. They forced the egg out. That's something. Panto, though, in a lot of trouble. Meanwhile, Arena catching Mira. Both supports of Aurora might just be going down here. There isn't a follow-up onto the Bounty Hunter, but they should be able to finish the Jakiro off.
He really wanted that kill. Didn't want to use Requiem and the greed. Uragi sees him again. It's about who shows first.
Goodness,
Easy
Kiyotaka,
on
he's giving me
Disselblade.
palpitations in this game. I think Aurora, they can't be too happy about this as well. At one point, they were so far ahead, ready to put an end to this series, ready to move on to the grand finals of
at
this
this
CQ.
Enigma.
And now, look out for this Enigma. He could be the thing that turns it all around. A black hole potentially, buyback onto Panto. They want to gear up for this fight. Two
Shadow
black holes
walked.
and BKBs available. Toronto, Tokyo, keep your eyes on this man. But Ari, ready in the smoke, ready to punish. Toronto, Tokyo, Shadow Walk, they
is
don't have the
ending.
vision. It's gonna run out soon though.
It's in a very awkward spot.
He is in a very awkward spot, but Nightfall's there with him. No Doom available. Nightfall's gonna try and scout them out.
Rubik.
Want to find the Rubik, but they
Oh my
see
God.
Toronto, Tokyo under the vision, smeared into the tree, and he gets killed. He does not have a buyback. Just because of that high ground vision that they didn't manage to clear. That's what Panto died for. Oh no, Aurora. Are you really going to give us a game number 3 in this fashion? I mean, the fans will be eating good, but this is not going to be good for the mental of Aurora. We've seen them kind of suffer from these situations before, the momentum being taken out of their sails, and they don't recover well from this type of situation.
Yeah, game looking like it's falling apart slowly. Aurora, even still with a 2k net worth lead. This Enigma 20k for nothing so far. Not really seen the impact of this pick at all.
I mean, just show me a black hole. They'll jump in on Uragi, try for the burst down, but he's turning around onto Kiyotaka. Egg forced out, that's something. BKB traded out on Kiyotaka though. Uragi still feeling very strong on the front lines. Blinks back to safety, leaves the tower hitting to Sanctity. Stun comes out, Lotus Orb. Force the BKB from Mira. Get the tower and they get back to safety.
Doom's 25.
Na'Vi don't want to tempt fate.
He has the mute now.
Yeah, Doom is 25.
Is this a mute game? Oh man, all eyes on this Enigma and Rubik for me. Ari has the Aghanims now too.
The counterplay potential for him for sure, but I mean, we haven't even really seen him steal Ice Path. He's been kind of obsessed with trying to steal the Doom. Some moments where he got some maybe other Jakiro spells, but not his focus this game. He wants that Doom. He craves it.
Right, looking at timings for rest. I think the next big one is probably the refresher on SF. That would be so nice. Together with level 25, the cast speed, that's pretty much instant Requiem.
Yeah.
Navi, this game is still very losable for them.
Same situation for Aurora, right? It feels like the game is just really up to who gets the initiation first. Who can get that advantage in terms of the vision. For Na'Vi, it feels so much harder because even if you run up to Aurora, you need to try and find a way to split the fight. If they're standing all together, it becomes a ball that's too hard to break.
Just Lincoln's in. Stacking the Lincolns. PA has one. DK has one queued up.
Yeah.
There are Lincolns. Let me check.
The ultimate orb. Sanctity on the front lines. Immediate blink away. He smells that something's wrong. But can he react in time? The blink's already used. Nightfall wants a different target, but they see the Dragon Knight clear as day. They're not going to want to commit for him, though. Re-smoke up Kiyotaka. He's going to break it immediately. Gets back up to the high ground. Oh, that was so awkward. Na'Vi tried to counter smoke and make a wraparound move, but Kiyotaka happened to be there in Invis. That must have been the Shadow Walk.
And Navi, they know that they can't take like randoms fights. They're not that strong. They need to see heroes. Every fight they have one surprise vision.
That was so awkward. Did you see that? Like a bunch of heroes with friendly shadow just walked up to them and nothing happened. I think Kaori immediately recognizes that that is a problem. He gives Sanctity that gem. Mira or Nightfall try and sneak up next to him. Not gonna end the same way. Just eat a stun to the face and maybe some Uragi crits and their death as well.
It's nice that he has the gem, but now he has no slot for the Lincoln Sphere. Do you really change out anything? Do you want to replace your Mage Slayer? I'm really not sure. I feel like the Lincolns has a bit more value here, but keeping buyback, I think the teams understand how important Roshan is.
Yeah, the buyback definitely more important than blocking one of these single target spells. Aurora. I'll be looking at breaking these open. Haven't really talked about the man on your screen right now, Mr. Sanctity. Didn't really have the best time against the SF, but starting to come up big, starting to be that frontliner that his team needs. He can just tank some of the pressure. Nightfall. Gonna walk up to the high ground. They don't have the gem on them. Initiation on the Phoenix. They get the egg off onto the black hole. Stolen away by Ari. That is problematic. That is problematic. They need to stop Ari. But Boom is gonna drop to the Doom.
Requiem!
Nightfall, that's the first one. Kiyotaka with the Requiem rips them apart. Sanctity and Mars go down and Uragi not able to commit. Oh, all our eyes were on Ari. He manages to kill Mira, who was chasing him down, but the black hole stolen. That's a really, really good tool for Na'Vi to use, but you can see these fights are by no means easy. Even if you dodge the black hole with a beautifully timed egg, just isn't enough. You need to find a way to get Uragi into that fight, and Kiyotaka, he rips them apart with the Requiem.
He only used one as well. 25 now. He actually went for the left talent. The attack damage shadow. Is that what you want? I feel like the cast speed is so nice here. With the refresher, you probably insta-pop both. Ceremonial Road on top too. So much damage. It's so scary for Uragi. I think he needs refresher for a double BKB maybe. Has it queued up?
How can he even prepare for this? At a moment's notice, two Requiems could just come out and blow the game wide open.
This Requiem
Aurora.
also makes it super hard for Ari to cast Black Hole, right? The fear just comes out, you can interrupt anytime. You have to be so careful when you blink in. Where
he
you
basically
blink
needs
in.
a BKB. That's what he's queuing up right now. He knows. If he doesn't have a BKB, he's not getting into this fight. Still has a good duration on that Black Hole steal. Roshan's gonna raw, which informs Na'Vi that this Rosh is being attempted.
Oh, they need to get back.
Still don't have their full lineup yet, though. Mira's gonna scout them out. They don't have the gem. Linken's is gonna break. This is really awkward. Kaori places that sentry a bit too late. Na'Vi, can you really contest this Rosh? He just goes their way. Black Hole in the middle. Gonna try and commit. Kiyotaka over there with the Requiem cancelling it for now. Ari's the only one in trouble. Bottom out Sanctity there with the initiation. Huge egg on the high ground. Sunray burning up the first life. Kiyotaka gonna get that refresh off. Yuragi still biding his time, still waiting for an opportunity. The BKB there from Nightfall. He's just gonna escape with the Silver Edge and the Friendly Shadow. Get the Aegis, but it immediately gets burned out. The rest of the goodies get picked up though. Chi snatched up by Mira along with the Roshan banner. No second life for the PA. That would have been very, very important. And one step closer for Na'Vi to trying to put an end to this game. But alas, we go on.
Nice Black Hole by Ari just from the fog. It wasn't expected. They removed the Aegis, which is pretty big deal for them. Refresher Shard and banner will still go to Aurora though. Wonder who they'll give it to. I feel like this Jakiro Refresher Shard might actually be really strong. No one else really has a slot. Nightfall's the one holding on to it for now.
Made double Doom as well. That's something that could be considered.
Ooh.
Been so important to winning the fight. Aurora sneaking around.
Got his SWAT
Ragi in
team.
blur right now. Where are they going? Who are they looking for? I guess they have a nice lane ward. Kiyotaka,
God, they see Nightfall.
are right next to them.
Oh
Kiyotaka,
my
they don't
God.
see him. He gets a huge Requiem off, and the second raise coming through. Yuragi in big, big trouble. He needs help, but he doesn't have a single ally. We'll just have to refresh just to use the Ogre Seal, but he's gonna get doomed. He doesn't have a way out of this one. Na'Vi with the sneak play. They get caught with their pants down. Kiyotaka and Mira. What a catch from them.
Nightfall uses a shard too. Man, this is the timing for them. See what they can find. The TB's coming up for Pento though.
We'll try an initiation. The last time Boom tried this, didn't really work out well for him, but if he has 3 teammates, that's going to be an easy catch. Gem of True Sight, reclaimed by Na'Vi. I'll help them spot Mira coming a lot easier. Boom will be the one to hold it this time round. That Hex catch, very important.
There's still 60 seconds. Oh no, Boom.
Buybacks available. Boom has the gem, but he can get tracked from a mile away. Mira not wanting to reveal that there's presence in this area. Just the Eidolons to show for now. But they have to know Aurora, they'll be trying something here. Paying attention, they'll see the Radiance burn on the creeps as well.
All the tier 2s are still standing. Minute 47. What is this?
Oh, this game. I don't know. I kind of feel like this is something Aurora maybe should have won by 30 minutes, but now it's evolved into this mess, and Na'Vi kind of putting the stress on Aurora. They've been good about finding some Requiems and team fights, but it just really relies on the vision. It relies on that initiation. And without that gem, they are going to lose out a lot of their deep wards, a lot of their deep vision that they made plays on. They still have that Bounty Hunter friendly shadow capability. That's what caught Yuragi off guard just now, but the fact that Na'Vi did not have to expend a single buyback there, that's really huge.
Radiant are scanning.
Game looking not too simple for either team. Aurora, even though they are ahead, it feels like this Enigma has not really done too much.
I mean, Adam, you've been saying the same thing for the past 48 minutes, and I'm afraid every single time you've repeated that statement, you're right. The most interesting thing he's done is given the Rubik the black hole. I mean, that, to be fair to him, that only happened once, but Ari, he's been on top of it. Still trying to work his way towards the BKB so he can channel that uninterrupted. Maybe land a more useful black hole than his counterpart there.
Honestly, Ari steal the Requiem too. Let's get the fear out.
Oh, that would be huge.
Really nice for them.
He needs the BKB for that one, though. You can't get within range. You might just get bursted down yourself.
Right, take a little breather. We have a little item check. Daedalus for Kiyotaka. Goes well with his left talon. Pioneer going for Yules. Wind Waker's pretty nice this game. Saves. What else is there?
Yeah, I
Any
don't know
more
about
big
you.
talents coming out?
I'm looking at the refresher for the Mars, right? It's still quite a ways away. Oh, they can find Kiyotaka. Hex, they know he's there. Arena, Spear, clips him. Kaori's coming in. You have the BKB available, Kiyotaka. Forced to pop it now. They will try for the TP out. Any way of interrupting Sanctity, gotta try and come in, but Kiyotaka gets out. Oh, if Yuragi got in there with the Abyssal, it might have been a very, very scary situation for Aurora. Good try on the catch there.
This PA feels so clunky. Has to rely on the Ogre Seal Torrent, but look at his move speed. Oh my god. This is post-nerf Crystal Maiden.
Yeah, he's slow as shit. 310 move speed. Oh my goodness.
He needs an
Even a
escort, man.
Medusa with undulation moves faster than him.
He needs someone to follow him around so he can constantly blink too.
Oh, that's true. That's true. Someone buy a Helm Dome for him right now. Right now.
Microwave yourself.
Yeah. Share control. It's fine. It's okay. Tier 5 items, he's gonna get Book of the Dead. He'll just jump onto the Necro Warriors.
Back to the talents. Anything interesting this game? Stolen Spell Elm for Ari at 25. We have Phoenix who has the Supernova hit count. 25 for Marsoon. I think 25 on Toronto Tokyo will be pretty significant. Help them deal with these mega creeps. The extra Eidolons with the shard, with the Octarine. And both teams
Do you
feel
get
like
the
they...
dual breath damage and range here on the GQ?
I
when
actually
you
have
hit the
no
level?
idea. I think you should.
Yeah, it just allows you to cast from a bit more of a distance there. Both these teams, I really don't know what to make of this game anymore. It's been an absolute mess. But we couldn't ask for more entertaining Dota. Aurora will at least give the fans that. Everyone coming in thinking it will be an easy 2-0. Same kind of situation for Aurora. And this exact shakiness, this instability is what has been haunting this roster with Nightfall, with Kiyotaka. It's just a brand that has become so embedded with these players. You can never really win a series cleanly with them. There's always some shenanigans afoot, always some overextension. Kaori might be
Shenanigans
trapped
are
up
happening
here.
now.
They are going to try and burst down the Phoenix. Will be able to get the kill. Kiyotaka showing himself though. Nightfall here to reinforce. You got to be careful. Sanctity, he's standing in front of the tower, but he doesn't have any vision. Boom will try and lead the
that's
charge.
fine,
The rest of the side of Navi are here. They
Nice
get the
Hex.
connection onto Ari, but a beautiful black hole. Okay, Toronto, Tokyo finally making it pay off. Finding the connection, and now Yuragi's in big, big trouble.
He has no
need that
boots.
escort in the DK. Blink away. He doesn't have a boots. But has the Hurricane Pike of his ally. Doom comes out. Oh, Nightfall. He's found
no,
him.
Hurricane
You need to buy back
outplays.
and save this poor PA. She does have a buyback. No, 330 gold off it. She needs to be escorted back into the base, but Sanctity will be the one under threat. Fully focused down, turn around, pop the BKB. He's surviving for now, but Nightfall with the chase will drop him.
Buyback from Mars.
He's gonna
They
jump
going
back in. Buyback from Mars. Buyback might as well just come out from the Dragon Knight at this point, but they don't even need it. They'll punish Nightfall for the overchase. Looking at Panto as well. Look like that fight would be so
Ambitious
atrocious for
TP.
them. Trying to get the TP, but sliced apart beforehand. Yuragi somehow, someway gets out of that. Thanks to the help of his allies, but it comes at such a cost. 2 buybacks on Ari as well as the Mars. Toronto, Tokyo finally delivering with a black hole. That fight location looks so bad for Na'Vi.
Oh,
the
mid
way they
lane.
were getting wrapped around upon. Mid lane, Kiyotaka hiding away.
Oh my
Friendly
god,
Shadow.
that's so scary.
Yeah, Mira was around to help.
Detection. Man, the gem drop from the Phoenix top lane hurting them so much. Playing against this Shadow Walk from the bounty is so annoying. Mira has 6k gold, by the way.
He has so much money. And what's he gonna use it on? Maybe something like a Wind Waker. Yules is his immediate first option for now, trying to... Looks like he's trying to build that block of cheese.
He's getting there. What do you buy here? Alright, hit me with that Ethereal Blade. I don't like the Wind Waker as much because I think you don't really have enough cast range to use.
Sure.
Track grants, shared vision, shuriken toss damage. Nothing too significant on these talents, but everyone getting really close to 25.
Yeah, we're getting real close to those minute 60 items as well. Folks, we
that's a
are
good
about
one.
to see some madness. As if it hasn't been crazy already, this game.
Radiant are scanning.
There's the Eidolons. One lane less to worry about.
Here they go. Aurora, ready on the hunt. They might just jump into Ari. He breaks the smoke. Yuragi on the front lines has to be so careful. They see him in a little bit of a blur. Boom with the initiation onto Kiyotaka. Ice Path there to back him up. Yuragi's gonna jump in and commit. Forced to use the BKB. Egg on the high ground. They're burning up the SF. He's getting control. He might just go down without popping the Requiem. Still will find it, but it's into a BKB. Yotaka, heard a Doom, comes down on the Mars. There's no buyback on Boom, and he will just get run down. Yuragi going to commit in though. Slicing
Hex.
up onto the Boom. Sorry, the Bounty Hunter, but there's the Black Hole onto Ari. Up against his arch nemesis. No steals for you, and that's 2 diebacks for Navi. The
Eyes on
buyback on Aurora
Yuragi.
just to get those kills. Yuragi, he has nowhere to go. The second Black Hole catches the PA. He does have a buyback available, but at the very best, it's going to be a 3v5. That
so
fight
much
felt like it
quality
was
heroes.
never going to work out. Navi, they had to use way too much just to deal with Kiyotaka, and he just buys back for free. Toronto, Tokyo, after 55 minutes, finally lands a Black Hole that matters.
So much freedom in the fight. So many spells being used on this SF, on this Doom, on this Jakiro. Mira as well being so annoying. BKB Hex running around. Yagi, it feels like this PA has fallen off. He needs to commit so much in these fights, but he also can't. He just gets doomed. Track removes Lincoln, and boom.
First Doom from Nightfall onto the Mars, eliminating the control. Even with the refresh, he could not get that second arena off. Very good target prioritization there from Aurora. Nightfall leading the charge. He's ready to put an end to this series. This is how they beat one win yesterday as well. It wasn't clean, it wasn't pretty, but they get the job done. Nightfall's ready to tap out of today. He's ready to put an end to the Dota. He wants to go to the grand finals, but Navi, Yuragi, still stands in their way. Sanctity. He's gonna get hexed up. Aurora looking at the buildings, no more messing around. BKB committed, taking quite a bit of damage though. There's the refresh. There's another Doom available. Kiyotaka ripping it to shreds. Gonna try and come forward. Sanctity though.
Oh, the stun.
Getting stunned up is Kiyotaka. There's a beautiful egg. This could do it. Yuragi gonna slice down the Doom by the buyback. Second life for the SF. He's coming back into the fray. Buyback for the DK as well. Kiyotaka respawns now, looking for the angle. Kaori gets hexed up. This is troublesome, but Kiyotaka.
Oh, nice
again. He's gonna drop. They get him. They get him. They don't have a Black Hole. Yuragi's about to go to town. And he slices down Toronto as well. Boom comes in on the respawn. Looking at Preto. They get Mira. They're trying to buy back. They're trying to end the game. But it might have been a mistake. Navi, they have Eidolons and Creeps trying their best. But it's not gonna be enough for now. Navi somehow hold.
Oh my god, Kiyotaka blinking in there. Nightfall as well, and the Cleave just cleared the Doom. Couldn't get his Requiem off once again. The stun from Sanctity is just catching him. Look like a clutch Ice Path again. No Black Hole as well.
Oh my goodness, Kaori with those eggs, game changing. They were trying to focus down the throne, but they had the blinding sun in their eyes. They couldn't see a thing. And now Navi, are you serious? Are they really going to take us to a game number 3 like that? Just when it looked certain, just like it looked like Aurora, they were going to finally clean this up after all the mess. They lose this game. All the damage it's gonna do to their mental. It might just make them angrier, but they need to try and put on the same type of defense that they saw from Navi earlier. No egg available,
No Mira.
no arena. They'll start things onto Mira. He's just a bait though, always has been. Trying to wait for the PA to commit to set out the Doom. Will use the arena, clip down the Bounty Hunter. That's gonna be a kill. It's still
Onto
trying to
Tokyo.
look. There's the Black Hole. Yuragi slices him down again. And you have run out of options. Are you serious? Navi, against all odds, into the Doom, into the Black Hole, into everything. Aurora will lose to the hands of this PA. And my, we have ourselves a game number 3. Navi want a spot in the grand finals, and they ain't gonna go down easy.
Dude, how often do you see a team lose with a 6?
Player specific combination thing, something that Nightfall has gone back to multiple times across his career. Kanka going for the high tide facet. This is a hero that we haven't seen in a long time. The Tidebringer cooldown reduced per enemy hero hit, so he's gonna be able to have a lot of those, especially if he's smacking into some summons.
Dude, this spell does so much damage now. Plus 140 at level 7. I don't think Beast can even stand on this lane at some point. So the counter to this Beast flex pick is to have 2 heroes that mess with him in lane. The bright side for Aurora though is that Navi doesn't really have heroes that are good at invading into the jungle later on, especially the 2 supports. I think as cores they're pretty okay. Kunga and Gyro not too bad at it. Pretty good actually, but
30 seconds.
the Raw Shadow Demon, I don't know if you can.
I mean, all you really need to do is follow your core in, right? You let the Kanka lead the charge. He's the captain of the ship anyway. Just follow along. You see some heroes Fatal Bonds them or Demonic Purge them, and should be a very easy kill. The box can't help you against the SD ult. Boom. Up onto the high ground here. We'll break the smoke. Aurora, I don't suppose they really want to fight in this level 1, right? Their lanes are pretty solid. I don't think they want to mess that up.
Yep, let's get some damage onto Boom, and that will probably be it. I'm very curious to see
Aurora
how this
actually getting
Dazzle
3
does.
runes there. Yeah, me too. But Toronto Tokyo picked it pretty confidently. He's all blinged out. Look at his Crimson Witnesses. My goodness. Looking swanky.
Dazzle Master picking it for himself here. Toronto Tokyo just accepted that he played pos 5, so he's picking pos 5 heroes as offlaners.
Yes, so. I mean, it didn't really look too good for him on the Enigma. Hopefully, he can turn his fate around now on the Dazzle. We'll see how it goes here. I think most interesting lane for me is going to be Sanctity versus Kiyotaka. I think the main thing with this Kanka is always, you know, your Tidebringer, the creep wave, should be very easy to get the deny on the range. But as long as he's on top of it and able to slowly rack up the damage on some of these balls, should be able to get an advantage. Yeah, he's just kind of playing to clear the wave, playing to get a level advantage. Kiyotaka will get a cheeky deny, a couple of cheeky denies actually. The Sanctity will be more than tanky enough to stand his ground in this lane and fight back.
This is one of those lanes that get harder as it goes on though. I think for now the Beast will be fine, not able to kill the boars, but once the Blades of Attack, once the level 2 Tidebringer or even level 3 comes out,
Maybe that's the idea with the whole Dazzle versus Gyro situation, because you're trying to push the wave out with Black Cannon and whatnot, right? But then Shadow Wave comes in, heals everything back up, maybe stops the push at the higher levels later down the line, but for now, not really working out. Yuragi just gonna gun down Mira. Not really what you want to see from your Night Stalker position 4 in this early stage of the game with the Night Rain facet.
that's possible. I think when Aurora picked the Beast, they kind of knew that something like this will happen. I think it happened to them yesterday as well. They got bristled and then just picked a different hero, Kiyotaka, and played mid. Also, again, fits their playstyle, right? Like this guy, he's a monster. He wants to play this kind of heroes that have the potential to carry games. And saw like a pretty insane performance on the SF earlier, so not too surprised. The Sven pick caught me a little off guard though.
Same. I'm a bit, what do you think the value is here? I mean, already loosely talked about the Warcry, helping their ball out. What else?
I think the one thing is that high physical damage against Gyro is always nice. It's probably something that fits a natural battlefield hero. It's okay with their heroes. They wanted a stun as well, I think. Just a bit lack of control, especially with the Dazzle offlane. And yeah, to your point, I think the Warcry against Flat Cannon is always nice to have.
I think the thing I'm most curious about is what build Sanctity is going to go for. We did see GPK bring this Kanka out in some of the recent games. And yeah, I mean, he kind of went that typical Blade Mail BKB Aghanim's build. I'll be honest, I feel like the Aghanims is a bit lackluster. Like, the Ghost Ship comes out, you know, it shoots a couple of cannons, but like, literally, who cares?
Actually, a garbage ass item, I must say.
Yeah, it's so bad. Like, I mean, I get you get a second one, and maybe you can get someone with the rum that you didn't get on the first go, but then that's just a skill issue in my eyes.
Just to see what he goes for too. I can imagine him just scaling in this game. Maybe some armlet into some BKB AC, something along those
Oh
lines.
dear. Kaori might be being run down, but the Shadow Word working overtime to keep him alive. Mira will find that first blood, but might have to give up his life for it. Tower auto attacks will finish him off. Hiragi did a good job trying to chase the Dazzle away, but that's the power of the Night Stalker, along with a nice slow on the Poison Touch.
He's doing pretty good for himself. Mid lane though, not going the way I expected. I thought Sanctity will have a much better time here. He's winning in levels, but not in CS.
Yeah, in theory, you'd think this Tidebringer would very easily dispose of the boss, but not really the case here. Takes maybe 2 or 3 swipes, and Kiyotaka's doing a good job keeping them at bay and kind of making the angles a little bit awkward for him. What about this top lane though? Boom and Ahri, are we just gonna see a bit of a neutral lane and Ahri focus on stacking?
I would think so. That's Shadow Demon in a nutshell.
Uh-oh, Boom. In some trouble, gonna try and skewer back Nightfall, but that's just gonna put him in range to slice you up a little bit more. Not enough to finish off the kill though. Ahri taking advantage of the fact that he's low on mana, so he didn't have the disruption to try and interrupt that.
Boom, just gonna regen it up. Has the raindrops now. Send out Tango too. Mira has to be careful. It's daytime soon.
Still got a cheeky little 10 seconds on it. We'll use the remaining duration to get that kill. Okay. A little bit of a setup onto Panto. They traded out for Nightfall though. A TP up here. Sanctity just hit that level 6. They're trying to find the vision on the Nightfall Ben, but he's walking pretty quick. You got phase boots on Sanctity? No? 2 bracers? Gonna try and find an angle for himself there. Torrent off the mark. Oh, Torrent lands. What am I talking about? What a perfect placement there, Sanctity. No levels in the X for now. Oh, no, I lied. No, there's 1 level in the X. I'm literally tripping. Nice little kill there. Sanctity will make the trip worth his while, but this is quite a bit of space in the mid lane for the Beastmaster.
Dude, look what he's doing on the beast. He's pulling the wave away his board.
Whoa,
So Calpo gets more damage.
This is
It's
cool.
kind of cool.
Cute little plays here. Nothing that Sanctity can't deal with though. Returns to the wave. Slices it down.
It's an empower for his trouble too.
Yeah. 6-minute room does get taken up by Kiyotaka, though he had the priority in terms of the lane position. The arcane rune available for him. Wonder if he's going to try and make a rotation to any one of these lanes and try and get a kill with the Raw. Toronto Tokyo already retreating to the jungle. Some stacks lovingly created for him. Not sure whether that was Kiyotaka's job or whether that was Mira in his downtime, but one of the benefits of the Dazzle, right? You're able to just kind of keep this poison stack going over and over and clear out a lot of creeps.
Yeah, I see Amar do this too. I feel like it's so efficient. Like level 5, you just go jungle, you stack for yourself, you let the pause 4 take the lane. Then eventually you're off the map long enough, you just drop a smoke, go anywhere. Like he can rotate the mid lane. Kung has a pretty free kill, I think, with both of them. Nice Stalker gonna enjoy farming down here too.
Just pull the creep wave back to a safe location. Not much the Warlock can really do to reach you back here. And 7 minutes. Wisdom Shrine, 1 apiece. No action on the map. Aurora, they don't feel confident running their Night Stalker around. Gonna sap whatever EXP he can get. Pretty quiet early game for both these teams.
So far, so good. Kiyotaka being the big winner from all this. This Kuka not having the lane that I expected him to.
It's honestly it just kind of feels like the Sanctity effect. Like no flame to him, of course. He's our boy from Southeast Asia, so nothing but respect for my guy. But just hasn't really been able to stack up to Kiyotaka in terms of sheer game impact. Hopefully that changes, because I think this is a really cool pick. I'd love to see it succeed.
I mean, it looks good on paper, right? Good against Beast. You have both buff for a team. Catch against the Night Stalker. He needs to be enabled. And this Warlock Shadow Demon, they're not really too good at walking around, you know. They're more of a protect our own map kind of hero.
Haven't really been able to slow down the Beastmaster. They're gonna protect their map, but the question is whether they can get more out of their side than their opponents. That's kind of the struggle, right? I guess with Navi, with this Gyrocopter, you eventually want to play at a certain pace. Look at that Falcon Blade, looking at that eventual axe after the Crystallis. Gonna set up down here in the bot lane, maybe not expecting Toronto Tokyo to be around. Pop the golem out, there's the projection, turning it onto Sanctity. He might have fallen for a little bit of a trap here. Box and Grave to save. Mira will be fine and able to walk out of there. Sanctity as well. They use basically 2 ultimates for it though, and only trade a Notho projection. The golem gonna go down. Last little bit of hit. Mira gets some nice gold into his pockets. Great response there for Aurora. They were ready for that.
Good prediction. They knew Sanctity was heading over. There's some nice wards too. Nice Grave. The box comes out too. Just very hard to commit before this SD purge. I gotta say, like, this map just favors Aurora. This Dazzle is just relegated to the jungle, giving Mira what is probably level 6 after his quick wave. Meanwhile, Beast is clearing midway, farming his own jungle, and Sven, the hero with natural cleave, is just kind of being chilling in the top side.
Yeah. The one silver lining to that is Yuragi is basically getting free farm, and he might just be able to finish off this tower as well. I'm gonna look for the deny here. Unfortunately, Yuragi still find that last hit. Very unfortunate stuff. Mira on a sliver of HP. Kiyotaka, he's looking up towards this top lane where Boom has been farming uninterrupted for the past 5 minutes. Kiyotaka will show himself. Smoke is gonna break. A little bit of an awkward angle, and Ari will even TP in just to keep him safe.
It looks like they want to pop a smoke though. Not sure if this is just for the rune fight.
Kanto, walking up to the high ground. They'll just pop the SD ultimate onto him, disallowing the box. There is a whoopee cushion available. Still will able to pop it at the end though. Boom. Where his spells finds the connection up to the high ground. Eats a raw for his troubles, but Kiyotaka knows that he doesn't have enough damage at this early stage of the game to commit.
I thought that whoopee cushion got him out of the skewer range. Looked like Boom barely clipped him.
Level 1 on the skewer too.
Oh, that's a long X
Them
mark.
all the way to the tail end of that. Get the setup there onto Mira. Very easy kill, especially with that AD rune on the Kunkka. This is the timing that Na'Vi wanted. Not the most obvious 4-man death squad, but it works out for them anyway.
Yeah, hey, Kunkka with the 80 rune, a lot of damage on his own. They might still try to defend here though. No purge, no boat. So wheel on Panto.
Cool. They have the golem coming back up in another 10 seconds though. Might just be a bit too challenging for Aurora to contest, so they will lose the tier 1 tower. Meanwhile, bot lane, projection comes out, but Yuragi should just be able to get a solo kill onto Tokyo down here. Ooh, a little bit of a mistake, I can't lie.
I wonder how that happened. Why just got run down?
Well
Yeah,
played here from
still,
the gyro.
game is pretty slow. Kiyotaka farming his eggs. Nightfall just enjoying his free farm as well. Dazzle probably should try to go a jungle, but they have 3 cards jungling. Isn't that like super awkward? I feel like they need someone to kind of make a small move maybe.
I mean, now the move's being made on Nightfall. This is certainly awkward. If you lose a carry like that, Yuragi's going to come through a twin gates. He'll even RP Nightfall just for safety. And another kill going the way of Na'Vi. They are all over this early game. Not really what you'd expect given their heroes, but Aurora, they're playing a bit too greedy. They're not ready to respond. They came down one time to that bot lane, but that's about it.
I think it's okay. It's again just gonna come down to those 1 or 2 fights later when the eggs timing comes up for both. Nightfall probably will disassemble Echo for BKB at some point.
Oh dear. Catch an angry Beastmaster in the woods with a haste rune. He'll stomp all over you, Ari. Will pay the price for being pretty deep in that jungle.
Kiyotaka still on the way, good eggs timing. Nice moves from Na'Vi though, opening the map both bot and top side, using the gates a little. I want to see him try to invade at least one jungle though, whether it's top or bottom side. And it looks like they will do so.
They're spotted by some wards though. Like, they're full vision of this. Could be a pretty decent setup for Aurora if they want to walk in here, but maybe just a bit afraid of the golem. That Fatal Bond's potential.
And Na'Vi has really strong team fight. It's so hard to fight into this right now. And I think Aurora, their plan, it looks like they just want to play silence, dodge, at least get the eggs on Kiyotaka first. So much magic damage on Na'Vi, man. Fatal Bonds, Flag Cannon, Kunkka, Call Down. Fighting is difficult, even with the Dark Ascension.
Yeah, I wonder if anyone on Aurora is actually going to build a pipe up. That would be really useful for them. Smoke move up here, maybe trying to flush out Toronto Tokyo, but Mira's in the way. Might just have to settle for him. Up to the high ground. They're not going to have to pop the rock though. Be a pretty easy kill with the Kunkka there as well. Okay, well, early game going very much Navi's way, but again, like what you said, it's not like Aurora want to fight anyway. They're just gonna try and split and farm as much as possible. Nightfall has basically been popping his off cooldown just to farm even faster.
Dire's bottom tower
This game definitely momentum in Navi's favor. Pento. Goodbye.
The box. He's done.
Little present for Uragi. Here I am. All
Dude,
wrapped up.
Boom manages to steal the Shrine of Wisdom on the other side as well. That's kind of significant.
Yeah, just too strong.
Ari's in a bit of a weird spot though. Will disrupt the Night Stalker on the high ground. That's going to reveal that there's vision there. Nice Torrent to keep the rest of Aurora back. They're trying with this Dazzle Poison Touch. They'll slow down the Shadow Demon, but he can turn around.
Mira's
They got
dead.
the X, they got the boat. Mira is in big trouble. You can grave him though, a bit too late on Tokyo. Oh, they're looking for more.
Far, maybe.
Perhaps. Felt that way. Torrent off the mark. No RP for Boom, but he was still fishing for sure. Na'Vi, they are feeling a bit too strong for Aurora to fight into right now, despite it being nighttime.
Game looking good for them so far. One X mark, one kill. Is Kunkka pick paying off? Didn't do as well as we thought in the lane, but so far so good. Giving Aurora no chance to take any team fight whatsoever. They don't seem very interested though. If I'm gonna focus on getting his BKB, popping out strength like you said. Kyotaka as well. Everyone's just in farm mode.
Na'Vi, they're playing very much like a team together. All these moves, the coordination, it's been on point. As if they're not really phased by the events of the last game. Probably feeling pretty good about winning that one. Keeping their hopes at the upper bracket final alive. Or rather, sorry, not even the upper bracket final. We're in the upper bracket final. I'm talking about grand finals.
Alright, Navi. What's their next play? I feel like this running around too much without getting kills on the cores is what might cost them the game. I want to see them try to get to this Swen, get to this Beastmaster. Kaori's angry, man.
I mean, it's always Panto or Mira in the way. And Sanctity, he might be on a killing spree. He might be getting himself towards a BKB, but this could be pretty nice. The silence up, saving Ari for now on the Boom, but Uragi's joined the fray, and this is not going to be a fight that you can win anymore. The Gyrocopter is just a bit too strong. He's going to shoot down the Beastmaster. But you don't have to look for the core if the core comes looking for you.
Uh-oh, 6k goalie all of a sudden. Something getting close to his BKB too. Alright, it feels like the timing to fight Navi is getting further and further away.
I mean, if they keep fighting now, it's going to extend even more. Not sure what that was about. I think it almost seemed like they tried to raw and use Dark Ascension to commit onto Ari, but with Boom around and the rest of Navi connecting, it was a bit too difficult. They're just lacking the damage right now.
It was a nice two-man skewer, and Navi just playing very close to each other, right? We don't see them really grouping, separating at all. Sanctity with the X-Mark can go deal with waves, come back. So much team fight, and that's
That's
a
true.
17-minute tier 2.
This Ringmaster not really having the lane dominance that we've come to expect from this hero. Sometimes can be a bit difficult to find impact in the game. Kind of playing a bit on the back foot here. You'd love to be the one setting up for your team, starting some of these team fights with the Wheel of Wonder, but not really seeing much out of Panto so far. Now,
Ari has
Nightfall
his
is
dagger.
closing in on the BKB, but yeah, like you said, Ari has the Blink Dagger. Oh, that's going to make things very hard for Aurora.
Alright, double eggs done for Aurora. Swen BKB is probably what they want right now, and then we might see go time. Although, still, I don't really know if they can fight into Navi, who is busy with some other objective.
Yeah,
Navi fighting.
that's been their game plan the whole time. Run around as 4 or 5. Get these objectives. A second life now for Uragi. Can you really kill him even with those Aghanim's picked up? Maybe a bit more sustained now from the Dazzle. Perhaps something that can keep them alive in these fights as a A lot of damage coming out from the Kunkka still.
In this bold buff. Moving going for a Crimson Guard too. I don't know if you can actually kill heroes. You don't really have a
Navi, I
way
like
of
the
finding this
approach.
Shadow Demon.
Look at the itemization here from Navi, right? They're looking at a Solar Crest on Kaori, AC on the Kunkka, and that Crimson Guard, like you mentioned on Boom, they are just fully committed to tanking their gyro up against this physical damage as much as possible.
Yeah, Navi, they wanna abuse this Aegis though. They're gonna start playing away from Yuragi. Pretty fast hero he can connect to. Would be a big kill if they can get him.
Kiyotaka, quick blink out. Must have been vision on the high ground. That will reveal it though. Navi closing in with the rest of the gang here. We'll run into some boss. This is a bit awkward for Sanctity. They still see the heroes of Aurora on this ward, so Ari still leading the charge, maybe trying to play feint with the Kunkka. Staying on the wave. Sven, that'll be huge, but a bit too far away from the rest of the team. They want to stick together.
At least they cut the top 3 waves, so no real split push can come through. They have a nice ward on the right side too, so they know exactly where Aurora is right now.
Aurora is going to smoke up. I'm not sure whether they'll spot it out. Sanctity, the way that he's moving seems that way. Box will save against the boat, but in comes the call down. Kiyotaka gonna get a raw out onto Yuragi with the wheel, but the Fatal Bonds onto 3. There's the Grave slicing up into a
RP,
blade
can
mail
come
though,
up.
and Boom's gonna try and come in, but he
Oh my
can't
God,
get
the
the RP
turret!
off. He doesn't manage to get it, but the torrent clips all of them. Holy shit! What a team fight from the Kunkka. I mean, all of that damage coming in just from the huge Fatal Bonds from Kaori. Beautiful
Skewer
warding
into
there.
RP.
Aurora, they basically get team wiped. Is this really how they get sent to the lower bracket?
This the meme, man. Skewer into RP, no. Skewer into Torrent, yes. Sanctity
Oh
with the
my
24
God.
pick Kunkka. Dude, the silence from Mira looked like it was gonna change the fight there. Nightfall was doing so much damage and... Oh man. This network fleet is piling up. How do you stop this? No Dark Ascension, no Roar, no BKB, no God Strength. No
You
tier
use just
2s.
about everything. No racks. It's about to be. And best part about all of that is, Boom still has an RP. He can still catch you if you group up and try and kill this Yuragi Gyrocopter. We were so worried about the Navi draft maybe falling behind a little bit, but the sheer amount of damage, my goodness. Nightfall tries to come in, he pops the BKB, but as soon as it runs out, he gets eliminated. That is real tough shit. Kiyotaka, this Beastmaster not really being like the boss of the game that we know he can be.
Finding Kiyotaka first there was so big too. He's so much of their damage. Just him and the Sven. So
Talk
Penta
about
do what he
Sanctity
can.
having a quiet series. He is stepping up to the plate and serving Aurora up on a platter for his team right now. He's doing so much work. That AC is just going to tank his team up even further.
I like to see
God
Sanctity
Strength
start
is back
hitting the
up.
tower too.
Toronto Tokyo setting up on the sidelines. They have their ultimates back available other than Dark Ascension. As an X marks on to the Night Stalker. No follow-up there. Still need to be kept. Look at
Oh, no,
Toronto.
Mira.
He's waiting for his opportunity. Out comes the Northel. They've hexed up Yuragi. He's still fine for now, and they'll just full commit the
God,
real Dazzle
Dazzle.
body. Fatal Bonds again, eliminating Panto. And you can't run into this anymore. You will try and finish off Boom, but there's the save.
Kiyotaka,
Ari,
oh no.
picture perfect. Kiyotaka, he's gonna get RP. They might have finished off Yuragi, but it's not gonna be enough.
Oh, the
Box,
box.
saving Kiyotaka, that's pretty good. Buybacks now from the rest of Aurora. Nightfall, sensing his opportunity, will pop the BKB, but again, another free Fatal Bonds. And they found Mira on the backline trying to get vision. That's 2 buybacks from the cause of Aurora, and they still get nothing but the Aegis.
Oh my god, they can reset with X Mark II. Yeah, here it comes. So close to
Sanctity.
AC as well. He finishes it, sells the
He
bracer.
just picks it back up. Hari even asked him to pick up a nice little voodoo mask for him, but he's back here. He wants to put an end to this game, and he wants to take his team to the grand finals. Agi,
Oh my god, now
so
he's-
strong on the gyrocopter. S and Y, Aghanim Scepter, everything that he could ask for at this stage in the game. It's only 22 minutes in, but it's 21-3. They just need one more kill for that beautiful, beautiful scoreline that we all know and love. But
he's on
Aurora,
top barracks.
they have no reason to keep stopping.
They have the wraparound though. Oh no, they ran to the wrong hero.
Round. That is not who you want to initiate on. Boom, way too tanky, and now they'll look for Mira. They'll even drop the Golem for him. They know the Night Stalker is so important for the vision, but he buys back immediately. Golem for a buyback. All things considered, not too bad for the side of Aurora. Iraqi's still on your high ground. Golem, Solar Crested Harp starting to beat into your base. What is the response here? You might be staring down Mega Creeps. Aurora
Oh my god, they
looking
see Mira.
again for a wraparound, but Mira again spotted out by the high ground ward. He goes back in there to try and de-ward, but it doesn't work out. Raw now onto Ari. They need to focus him down, but the Solar Crest is there. Nightfall with the slices, trying to finish off Ari, but
God,
Nightfall is dead. He just evaporates to the gyro damage, and GG is called Uragi with an ultra kill. What a game from Navi. Sometimes it doesn't look too good for this team, but when it comes together, boy, does it come together. Navi able to reverse sweep Aurora 2-1 in this series and secure their ticket for the grand finals for a